1 at the Masters continues. Right now, Rory McIlroy and Sam Burns are tied at the top of the leaderboard at 5 under par overall. They are done for the day. Scotty Scheffler's still out there. He is 3 shots back, and he is through 16 holes on the day. In the NBA, the Golden State Warriors have ruled out Steph Curry for tonight's game against the Lakers due to right knee management. That tips off at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. The Celtics have ruled out Jaylen Brown for tonight's game against the Knicks at Madison Square Garden due to left Achilles tendonitis. That tips off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And 76ers star Joel Embiid will undergo an emergency surgery in Houston after being diagnosed with appendicitis just a few hours before the team was set to face the Houston Rockets. In baseball, the Marlins defeated the Reds 8-1. The A's blanked the Yankees 1-0, and the Twins completed a 4-game sweep of Detroit, coming out on top against the Tigers 3-1. I'm Monty Bolaños.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack, a dack, dack, a ack.
Enter, brother.
Guess what? You now have full access to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3, not 4.
That's right.
Not 5.
Thank you, LeBron. No matter how you listen in, Fox Sports Radio, FoxSportsRadio.com, the iHeartRadio app, SiriusXM Channel 83. Wow. And now,
We'll do it live
on YouTube.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Do it.
I'll write it.
I'll write it. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Do it.
Say my name.
Rob Parker.
Go ahead, say it again.
Rob Parker.
Say his name.
Kelvin Washington.
One more time.
Kelvin
Washington.
That's right. We are indeed the Odd Couple on a TV theme song Thursday. We'll play your favorite theme songs all show long. Always a pleasure. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. And guess what? You'll need our phone number because we are, without question, the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet.
Monty and Bolaños.
Monty, not on the planet.
Dan and Byer.
Dan and Byer is crazy.
On the planet. There we go. And at least, sorry, Ben, when people are still away.
It's the only time it counts. By the way, does Dan golf every day? He just looks the part of a golfer every day? Okay.
Those are all free clothes that he's gotten, so that's it. We don't see Dan anything else.
It might as well be a uniform at this point.
Well, between Dan and Steve, I'm sorry.
What, golfing?
Rob.
Or the uniform?
Caution.
We're in the same clothes.
Okay. Oh, well, you already know.
Well,
on Tuesdays,
when I was with the Raiders, you know what I'm saying.
A little higher up. Back when I was with, there you go. You know, in 1983.
I'm sorry. All right, here we go. Write it down. Minute of memory.
You know, I wear black polos on
Is this a
Tuesdays.
Mean Girl show? Are we going to be like Mean Girls?
You know what? Look at what's happening, Roger. He's pulling me in.
No,
He's luring me in, Monty.
I didn't do it. All right. 877-99 on Fox for you laymen out there. 877-996-6369.
It's not trigonometry.
There you go. And if you hear feedback on the line, it's your own fault. It means only one thing.
You forgot to turn down the radio.
And if you call in here and have a problem with what you say, tough. Because
well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
And with all that said, always remember.
Sweetie Petey.
Yay.
There you go.
Yay.
Yeah, let's go.
Yay.
Big show. Let me welcome in my co-host, Kelvin Washington.
You want to know how you're starting to just, reel me in? I can't stop looking at this guy in front of me, looking at his eyebrows. And you know how you always talk about somebody on TV?
Right.
This dude's eyebrows are incredibly. Amonte, you would want the arch of these eyebrows. He's somebody that did these nicely. TV theme song Thursday. Feeling good. Closer to the weekend. We got a lot to get to. Got some golf to talk about as well. So a lot to get to. Good.
I hit it so good today.
Not
it was
right
fun.
now, Tiger. Not
you
right
hit
now.
it good every day.
I did pull out.
Yes.
Well, what the problem? What is the it we're referring to in this case?
I'm just saying. It might not.
It might not.
Yes.
It's a lot going on. I'm just saying, it's a lot going on.
We got a
with my
show
man.
to go. We got a show to do. Let's not get crazy.
Something ain't right, but I'm still riding it.
There you go. All right. Don't forget our YouTube channel. You could be watching us live right now on YouTube. Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Again, that's Odd Couple FSR. And when you search and find us, guess what? Hit that subscribe button, and you're good to go. All right. A lot to get to. And, Rob G., can you start with the Masters, which, of course, is underway, round one. Of course, Tiger Woods not there.
Not at all. In fact,
but he's still
not
being
even in the
talked about.
country.
Right.
He really is. Yeah, Rory McIlroy, great day for him, trying to go back-to-back, trying to make some history there at Augusta. He's currently tied atop the leaderboard at 5 under after day one. But as you might mentioned, Tiger Woods is still the story there in Augusta.
He's still golf.
The dark cloud that is Tiger Woods right now still hanging over the azaleas there in Augusta, Georgia. In fact, Gary Player, legendary golfer, spoke about Tiger Woods, his latest transgressions, and what it means for the sport of golf. Take a listen.
Do I blame him for taking medicine? Hell no. He has sleep deprivation. Do I blame him for taking something to help him sleep? No. But I don't think he should drive a car. When you're taking that medicine, it's dangerous when you're driving a car. Same as it's dangerous when you look at your cell phone in the car. There's 6,000 accidents a day in America in motor cars. So I just think all he's got to do is just not drive a car and get a chauffeur. I mean, my reflexes, I think, are as good as when I was 20, but I don't drive anymore. I get a chauffeur. And I think that's the answer to it. He's such an asset to golf and has done so much for the game. I mean, there was never, when we were young people, there were no blacks playing the tour, guys. I remember going to Charlie Sifford in 1957, and I said, Mr. Sifford, how did you play today? I'm not allowed to play, I'm black. So I experienced apartheid in South Africa and in America. And Tiger comes along, and you realize what he does for the black man around the world. You can never work out what he's done for golf. So my heart goes out for him.
And there it is, spot on by Gary Player. And what I mean is, everything they say about Tiger is guarded and with the utmost respect, even though the stuff that he does is selfish, and he's been very fortunate that he has not killed anybody, okay? They all mention it. He shouldn't be driving, right? It's a bad situation. But do you hear the reverence they talk about with him because of what he's done for the sport and the impact that he's had? Gary Player knows that he played when black people couldn't get out there. I can't remember who the black golfer was. At one point, the Canadian Open, if you won that, you got an automatic invitation to the Masters. So it's the 17th hole. He's leading the Canadian Open. They send a wire telegram said, this year, winning the Canadian Open is not an automatic. He hadn't even won it yet. But they knew, like, oh, my God, he could win the Canadian Open, and then he has to be invited. Okay, so we know all that.
Okay, why would you get me started with that?
I know.
I
know.
but
then that's an unbelievable story. Like, he didn't even win the Canadian, but they wanted to make sure, let you know, so when you win, don't think you come into the Masters. But here it is.
Yeah.
The difference between Tiger Woods and LeBron James is day and night. LeBron would be dragged all over the place if this were him, if he was Tiger. Tiger gets a pass and is dealt with kid gloves because of his impact on the sport. They all ate, right? When Tiger played, go look at the TV ratings. It's not, there's no denying. Even when he wasn't winning, they'd always put him in the promo. Am I right? He's not even really in the running like there was those years.
Right.
But he was always in the promo come, watch Tiger Woods, and always they were like, ain't no way we doing a promo about golf and Tiger's not going to be mentioned. So no matter what he does, short of killing somebody, you know what I mean, like something of that degree, they always tippy-toe around Tiger Woods for what he meant and has meant and his impact. And LeBron doesn't have that. For all the accolades, for all the years, for all of the stuff, they don't do that when it comes to LeBron. There is a big difference between how people respond to LeBron and stuff that he does and how they respond to Tiger. And LeBron has done nothing close to endangering other people's lives. And if you hear them, they all say, "Oh, it's bad." But when it comes to Tiger Woods,
I can tell you the reasons why. So LeBron is working with the fact that what you just mentioned. His stuff is smaller, so therefore it's pick-atable, right? You can, LeBron, I don't like the way he said this. Why'd he post a picture of him dunking when the Lakers got blew out by 30? LeBron has become such a meal ticket that literally there are people in our profession who have made a career simply by mentioning him every single day. And so therefore he became the thing. He even got in this conversation. Like, right, we're talking about Tiger Woods. LeBron comes up. So LeBron became the thing to do with the advent of debate shows, social media, podcasts. It's like if you put it in, his name in it, you're going to get some numbers. So it's different because I can then talk about LeBron easier, right? LeBron James will never beat Kobe because he didn't want to take the last shot. And now you got a debate topic and we can all talk about it, and that's the difference. What Tiger Woods has been going through is a lot of personal stuff. It's infidelity. It's a womanizer. It's issue and your stuff with kids. And people don't like to touch that stuff because then also it turns into oh, shoot, I don't want anybody looking at me like that. And so Tiger Woods stuff becomes personal. And then it starts to talk about drugs and opioid addiction in this country, which is, again, it's different. Because if it were just alcohol, I think he would be getting a lot more negative conversations. I think people would be talking about a lot more negative criticism. But because it's opioids and how do you deal with pain and pain medicine and what's the threshold, and I think that is a different thing. If it were crack, I mean it sincerely. If we found out Tiger Woods was snorting coke or shooting up crack, then I think he would get way more. But because it's opioids, people don't know how to deal with it. It's a sensitive subject. A lot of people have family members who've dealt with it. They don't know how to handle that conversation. LeBron, because it hasn't been, to your point, big things, we feel like it's easier. It's death by 1,000 paper cuts. I can just jab at this. I can jab at that. Because in our minds, it's just on the playing field. It's that he didn't take this shot. It's that he complains to refs. It's that he flops, right? So we can do that because it's in our minds, well, you're a billionaire. You're an NBA player. You can deal with these little jabs. Tiger stuff is so heavy, so real, that people kind of, I don't know how to attack
see, I disagree. I think in reality, driving under the influence and crashing and the things that he's done jeopardizes other people.
You're right, but why ain't nobody talking about it?
Well, but I just think because the golfers realize the impact he's had. When you talk about LeBron hasn't had the impact that a Tiger Woods has had. When I look at people,
but what do you? Okay, real quick, I want you to define. Are you saying the impact that Tiger Woods had for Tiger Woods for
the sport?
So, but then LeBron, we talk about the power and player empowerment. Some of these NBA players owe at least $100 million to him, and the way he went about his contracts, the way he went about handling his business. Going to what benefits me, doing what I do. Like, I get that it didn't have.
How many people, when people
his impact is different than like Steph's with everybody shooting threes.
But even when you talk about player empowerment, 10 guys? Like everybody didn't go form super teams. When I hear that, like, you got to give me a list. Like Kevin Durant and who else? Like, there's like less than 10 guys who were affected.
I'm talking about the way they're handling
LeBron.
their contracts, the way they do these short contracts.
Who left? Who moved on and did what they wanted to do? There's not that many. I'm saying that Michael Jordan's impact was bigger.
I'm not denying that.
And more on par with Tiger. That's why I think LeBron, if he had like the Michael Jordan impact, like Michael Jordan took the league to a different place. we know about Bird and Magic. The league was in trouble. I was a kid, and I remember how bad it was. Tape delay on the NBA Finals on CBS as a kid and all that. The NBA was a distant third, like distant. The NHL might have been close, tied for third place. And I just think Tiger's impact supersedes it, and that is the reason why people are less likely to go after him. He's not a player anymore from the standpoint of, is he going to get Jack's record anymore? No, right? He's not going to be considered the greatest golfer of all time. Jack has 18. What does he have, 14?
If we're going just by the numbers,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. But the impact of him, and I just wonder if every time I hear a comment about Tiger, it's selfish and bad, but
I agree. It's
Did you hear that? And I don't care who it is, because they understand what impact that guy had on golf and how it took a sport that rich white guys played, you know what I mean, and country club people, compared to making it like on the national scene where people were watching this guy in awe. Black people were buying golf clubs and memberships and going to golf. Like it was amazing.
I think he benefits from the sport itself. It's kind of its own isolated thing, right? It's
a niche.
NBA. It's a niche. It's a niche sport. You kind of got to be into it. Nobody in the barbershop is talking about Rory McIlroy today, even though he's leading Augusta.
Right.
But LeBron was the face of a league that everybody talks about, that social media talks about, that barbershops talk about for 20 years. So I'm saying everything is more scrutinized, good, the bad, and the ugly. Whereas Tiger, it's a secluded thing. And there was an understanding. The business needed you. Golf needed him. He needed it. We know this. So it is more apples to apples with Jordan of the 90s, where massive issues, and we talked about it, but he kind of got off easy for things that if LeBron had the same issues, he would not get off as easy, right? LeBron can't pass gas and not say, excuse me, without it being a big thing. If he was gambling, if he was going to Atlantic City in the middle of a playoff game after a loss.
Or talking about a book that he read that he had no idea.
Right, but I'm saying that's petty, right? You get what I'm saying? The mega things LeBron really doesn't have, so we have to nitpick the petty things is what I'm saying.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. And it's real simple. Why hasn't Tiger Woods been more harshly condemned on all of his transgressions? Will he always be revered in ways that LeBron will never be? And that's really what I'm getting at. Like, as much as people like to say where LeBron fits in and all that.
I agree. That's because he's on the Mount Rushmore. It's Jordan, it's Tiger, Babe Ruth, and Muhammad Ali.
And you know what?
That's the Mount Rushmore of American sports. LeBron, if there's like a fifth place, we added another face, it might be LeBron.
And you're right about Babe Ruth. He's still on there. I don't care what anybody says. He's still on there. All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. It is the Odd Couple, where we deliver insight, not noise, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
Hold on, Kelvin. I think my phone's ringing in the US of A.
Hey, it's Tiger.
Stop. Let that man go get some healing. When the production levels change, you need a workforce that flexes to match. Having the right staff to meet productivity isn't just necessary. It keeps costs and manufacturing deadlines in check. And Express Employment Professionals is your best resource for success. Visit expresspros.com to find your local office and discover how Express Employment Professionals can help you hire smarter and faster. And your local Express team understands skilled labor and can easily connect your business with the right workers when you need them. From assemblers and machinists to quality control inspectors, maintenance technicians, and production managers, Express Employment Professionals has a skilled talent you need. At one of the largest industrial staffing companies in the U.S., Express can help your business stay efficient, flexible, and competitive. And find a location near you at expresspros.com to get the local support you need and avoid the onslaught of online applications and sorting through unqualified candidates. So put people back in your hiring with Express. Whether you are ramping up production, managing change, or looking for a solution to a skills gap, Express Employment Professionals is your one connection to the right workforce. So visit expresspros.com. Express Employment Professionals, respecting people, impacting business.
Photos were obtained by Page Six, which show Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel and the Athletics NFL reporter Diana Rossini appearing to share a hug, dance with their fingers interlocked while on a roof of a Sedona hotel.
That's specific.
Other photographs show
I didn't even
them,
do that when I was married. I'm sorry.
Other photos show them
It's a whole nother show. We can talk about that.
That's why I'm divorced.
hanging out inside of a pool, sitting in a hot tub together. Now, obviously, once these photos came out, it became a big thing. And in the hours and days since then,
I would have rather seen Jay Glazer in the hot tub with.
I don't think you want to see that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
They've all released statements. Vrabel saying the thing is laughable. It was a completely innocent.
Oh yeah, okay. That's why you
interaction.
put out a statement, because it was laughable.
Diana Rossini says that the photos don't represent the group of 6 people who are hanging out all during the day, and reporters and people
Where
interact
were they?
with sources away from stadiums, other venues. In fact, The Athletic, Rossini's company that she works for, put out a statement of their own saying these photos are misleading and lack essential context.
Okay, I'm just going to cut to the chase. Is this on?
I think it's on.
Diana Rossini should be fired, and I'm dead serious.
Tell me
This
why.
is about journalism and about integrity for The Athletic. Okay, there's a conflict of interest. Forget about the morality part, that they're both married. I'm not even talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a conflict of interest if you have some sort of relationship of this magnitude where you feel this comfortable to go on a vacation together. They're both married. They're on a trip with their friends. Where's your wife and kids? Are the wife and kids on the trip? It doesn't even make sense to me. And then you say, well, how could it be a conflict of interest? You ready? Diana Rossini, she decides because the guy she's going in the hot tub with wants to make a trade for A.J. Brown. If she were to put out stories that A.J. Brown is a total headache and the Eagles can't stand him and he's problematic or whatever, that lowers his value. Okay? Does not,
Oh,
Kelvin? That lowers his value. Now the Patriots can scoop in and maybe get him for a song rather than having to give up a lot. That's where the conflict. All of her reports. And then if you do your history, I didn't know all this. I used to say, my goodness, she breaks a lot of stories. That's what I used to say to myself. I don't know her. I don't. And as somebody who's been a reporter and a columnist and who have broken stories for years, I know how hard it is. I know. In Detroit, go look it up. Front page. Barry Sanders turned his bonus back to the Lions. Charlie Batch being cut by I got front page stories all day. It takes work and all that. The conflict here is you can't have an intimate, and I don't know what's alleged. I don't know. They're too comfortable. They're too comfortable. Those pictures. And here's the other thing. They're like, the pictures are not in context. Did anybody understand how those pictures, they weren't in a public setting or a public place and some fan who just happened to be on vacation too and looked and said, that's Mike Vrabel. Well, oh, wow. You know what I mean? No. Mm-hmm. There's a PI following somebody. That's where those pictures came. You saw the pictures. There's one of those people, their significant other, their spouse, whatever, had hired somebody. Who are the people from Good Morning America? Is the same thing that happened.
Oh, T.J. Holmes.
T.J. Holmes.
You remember her name, Monty? I forgot her name.
From Good Morning, the third hour.
Yeah.
How'd they get the pictures of them up at a cabin somewhere? Somebody hired a PI. They take pictures, okay? That's the only reason why they have those pictures. And then they were sold to the New York Post or whoever. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The PI is doing double dipping. So here's my other point. The integrity part of The Athletic, they can go ahead and try to push back and act like it's okay. There is an integrity issue because what she can put out as unnamed sources, being Mike Vrabel, right, could impact what the Patriots are able to do and whatnot, and that is a slippery slope that's really bad. This is a bad look, and I'm going to say this too. To all the female sports writers who I know and have worked side by side with, I feel bad because this is always the pushback about women being in this business. And whenever this happens, it just makes people go, oh, okay, now I know how she's breaking stories. And it's unfair.
Fox Sports Radio, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, the Odd Couple on a TV theme song Thursday. Lot in line for the show.
What was the daughter's name? What was the daughter's name on the show?
Let me think. Okay. Wednesday, right?
Very nice.
Thank you.
And the son?
Yeah. Well, what's because I almost mixed up the other monsters.
Yeah,
Yeah, I almost mixed up. Yeah. So I was about to say, ooh, I remember that one.
People want to jump in on
They
this.
do. All right, does your afternoon need a boost? Well, try new Starbucks Energy Refreshers, the Starbucks refreshers you love. Now with an added boost of caffeine to power your day. Get your favorite flavor or try the new Mango Strawberry Energy Refresher or the Mango Dream Energy Drink. Get the new energy refreshers at Starbucks today or order one right now on the app, $877.99 on Fox. Real quick, Tiger Woods, the conversation becomes, why isn't he being condemned more by golfers? Gary Player said something, but we haven't really heard much. He's kind of gotten away with things over the years. Not so much the case for LeBron.
Not a one-time deal, right?
It's been about 20 years of the drama, almost 2009 when it started. LeBron gets it. What's the difference? Is it the magnitude of what he means to the sport? 877-99 on Fox. What we got?
All right, let's start with Matt in Georgia. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Matt?
What's going on, fellas? I enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Tell you what is an indictment on America, because Tiger did grow everybody's money like times 5. So they're not going to say a word about Tiger. But the real thing to me is LeBron has been under a spotlight for 20 years and not made one hiccup off the court. He carried the NBA for 15 years. He didn't grow it. But Tiger good, everybody's all about that money, and that's why Tiger gets the pass. But LeBron has been under the spotlight since 18 years old. You can't name one thing he did wrong off the court.
No, I'm with you. That's why I said I think it's easier to nitpick because he's just been so popular so long and in a sport that we watch and
I get that.
Barbershop talk.
It's the idea that Tiger has had the real transgressions and people are still tiptoeing after all these years.
You alluded to it, and the caller just said it. When you still affect the money, people are like, I don't want to step into that. I don't want to mess with that.
All right, Rick in Virginia. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Rick?
Hey, how you doing? I enjoy listening to y'all. I usually travel a lot at night, and I tune y'all in.
Thank you. Appreciate that,
Thank
Rick.
you. Yeah, thank you, Rick.
On LeBron, he's been great. I enjoyed watching him. The reason I think Tiger is several reasons. He changed the diversity of golf. He changed the advertising money. He changed the purses, and he made the biggest leap in TV ratings. And then on top of that, he had the most money come in to the PGA until LIV forced the PGA to go even more. So those are the main reasons. I mean, LeBron's been great. He's a class act. Tiger is kind of like, you're a fallen hero. Right. Everybody still wants him to, come out of it.
No doubt. Only the question I have for both of you.
Appreciate that.
Would have been Rick. Did he change diversity, Tiger?
Yeah.
What did
he brought more black people to golf.
I'll give you that.
That's what he's talking about.
I thought, the man been huge since '97.
No.
I
he didn't
thought
have
we would
that.
have at least 4 or 5 other golfers by now. It's been 30 years.
That didn't happen. Let's squeeze one more in. Can we do that, Rob G, or no? Trucker Don in Boston.
Two.
Trucker Don, where are you, my man?
I'm in Texas, heading up to Indiana.
Okay. Oh, man,
you
are unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a nice drive. My goodness. How long is it going to take?
I'll be in Indiana Saturday morning.
Okay. Man.
All right.
Yeah, I'm coming up out of Laredo.
Okay. What do you got for us?
Well, good show, first of all, guys. Anybody that's not presetting you on iHeart's crazy because, I listen to you every night.
Man,
and
I
you're
appreciate
always,
that.
Thank you, Don. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thanks, Kelvin. No, you guys are on a good topic. I like this. And I think the last guy alluded to it a little bit pretty good in that Tiger Woods brought all the money to golf. Everybody gets paid now in golf because of Tiger. Whereas LeBron, he just takes a paycheck. He brings a lot of eyes, but he's divisive. And I think that's the difference. I think that's, whereas Tiger, he keeps his head down pretty much. I know he's always in the spotlight every bit as much as LeBron, every bit as much. But again, he got everybody paid.
No, the impact of golf, I agree. And I think that's why they always have a butt for Tiger. Nobody just come out, Kelvin, and just condemned him. He's a terrible guy. He's selfish. He's blah, 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 blah. He's reckless. He shouldn't be involved. The PGA shouldn't be involved with this guy if he's going to keep getting on the road and putting others in harm's way. You never heard that from anybody when it comes to Tiger Woods.
But in essence, that's an indictment, though. Because anybody else would get that kind of smoke, especially at the risk of other people's lives.
We agree.
So I think.
But I'm saying it's because of the money and the impact that they can't get past. They just cannot let that go. They can't.
So it's a thank you for getting us all paid, even though we're essentially in our own world now. Like you're well past your prime and all of that. We got money now, but it's a thing. We're all in shape now because of you.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, boy. I tell you. What have you done for me lately? All right. Still got some conversations to have, especially some NBA ones right now with what's happening with Oklahoma City Thunder right now. Monty Bolaños.
Monty
Bolaños.
Why is it your first day?
I know.
Why is it your first day?
That is so bad.
That
Oh, my God.
all right. Boy, I tell you.
Monty,
What have you done for me lately? All right. Still got some conversations to have, especially some NBA ones right now with what's happening with Oklahoma City Thunder right now. Monty Bolaños. Ooh, that might have been the worst ever.
I don't know. There's the fact that there's several options to pick from is
Monty, here's the only point I want to make to you.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to hear what you're about to say.
No, there's only one point I'm going to make to you. No more chit-chatting with him in the hallway.
Don't disrespect our conversation.
No, Monty. He can't even pronounce your name.
That one was bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
That one was bad.
That's right.
I don't know how, to your point, I don't know how that one might have been worse than the first one.
But, we'll see. I'm sure there's going to be another day where it may be just as bad.
No. Look at me.
Monty.
Put the camera on me, Elijah. There will never be another day.
Monty.
Never.
I'm horrible with pronunciations, okay? From day one, I had you down.
Don't make this about you, Tiger Woods. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Even Chris couldn't get it right when we first started.
Don't make this about you.
I had it from day one.
How did this become about you? This is about me saying I apologize.
Yes.
All right.
Don't make it about you. Go ahead.
Yeah, you have had multiple incidences. Rob has not. That's the facts. All right, guys. At the Masters, round 1 is wrapping up. Scottie Scheffler just finished his round, but at the top of the leaderboard, Sam Burns and defending champion Rory McIlroy, they are tied at 5 under par apiece. Scottie Scheffler, he ended 2 under, so 3 shots back after round 1. When it comes to the NBA, we are not going to see Steph Curry and LeBron James during the regular season. That was going to happen tonight. Nope. Steph Curry has been ruled out due to right knee injury management. That game is at 10 Eastern time. No Jaylen Brown for the Celtics today. They're taking on the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. They're ruling him out due to left Achilles tendonitis. That tips off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, so any second now. And 76ers star Joel Embiid is not going to play against the Rockets today. He's going to undergo emergency surgery in Houston after being diagnosed with appendicitis just a few hours before he was supposed to take on the Rockets. In the NBA, right now, we've got some games going on. The Raptors and the Heat, which does have some implications when it comes to how the East is going to look for the playoffs. Raptors lead the Heat 23-20 late in the first quarter. In the NHL, if the Penguins win, they clinch a spot in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Right now, the Penguins lead the Devils 1-0 late in the first period as well. In baseball, Luis Robert Jr. has homered for the Mets, so now they're up on the Diamondbacks 1-0, bottom of the second inning. The Twins completed a 4-game sweep of Detroit, coming out on top today 3-1. The A's blanked the Yankees 1-0, and the Marlins outscored the Reds 8-1. Back to you guys.
Monty, thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Odd Couple TV theme song Thursday. Some NBA
Thanks,
conversation.
Monty Bolaños. Thank you.
But see, I don't even like the way you say it. At least I be trying to add.
What do you
know,
mean? I'm saying correctly.
Bolaños. It sounds very gringo. At least when I do it.
Gringo?
Bolaños. At least
My
I add
Bolaños has a first name.
No, no, it's us.
My Bolaños has a second
Bolaños
name.
is L-A-Y-E-R.
And when Kelvin wants to make a snack, he goes to the update, and this is what he says.
Because Monty Bolaños has a way.
Like B-O-L-O-N-A-S.
Yeah.
And an accent was over something. At least when I say it, I put a little something on it. Bolaños.
Yeah, stink. That's what you put on it. All
Bolaños. I'm about to gringo it. Bolaño in this.
Hey, who you calling a gringo?
I don't know. Well, I was calling myself one.
I'm just asking. No, really. Do people still use that term?
They do.
Do they? Yes?
Do they not?
Behind Alex's back?
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
I see Monty and Ricky sometimes talking about me.
And they say that gringo.
Yeah.
That gringo. I've heard that before because I was walking in the halls and I heard somebody say, yeah, I want to wash that gringo's hair.
Stop.
Well, it would have been you. Your obsession with washing Alex's hair.
Racist.
You really want to wash his hair.
It's good hair.
My wife used to wash my hair.
But
Rob, it's the best.
It is to get your hair washed.
It looks nice right now, too.
Dude.
You
at
want
the
to wash
beach?
it, too.
No, I
Lady
acknowledge
washed
that
it.
Monty,
put
you want to
Batana
wash
in.
it, too?
Yeah.
We could have a hair washing party,
All
no?
right.
Come on, Mont.
I barely wash my hair. We've talked about
That's
this.
good, though.
I don't wash my hair a lot.
You
So
don't wash it. You're in the shower. What are you talking
what are you talking about? No, it's not good for you.
It is true.
But you got to wash your hair once in a while.
No, of course I do. I'm not saying I don't, but
She
I
said she don't like it.
I don't wash it as often as you would think.
Would you say like shower shampoo, like maybe once or twice a week?
Yeah, hopefully
Same.
just once.
Okay.
Hopefully. But, you know.
It's true, though.
Yeah.
Natural oils are better.
Yeah. It's like my hair's so soft.
I think that's what we have, right? Black folks have natural oils.
Yes.
Yeah.
But on our face, not on our scalp.
Yeah. What you talking about? Our melanin in?
No. I'm the oily face, but not my scalp is dry. I don't have.
But naturally we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bunch of stuff.
All right.
Especially when you have daughters. You realize, oh my gosh. Stop looking at the clock, Rob G. Rob G, you know people. Rob
Just
G,
go ahead, Bob.
not only does he pocket watch, you clock watch. Stop watching the clock all the time. We having a good time over here, having conversations just because you got some good hair, too. We're going to talk about your hair, nice little haircuts in these streets. Fine. Let's get to SGA. That's what you want to talk about. We got the NBA going on, of course, finding down. Most teams have 2 or 3 games left in the season. There's an interesting article talking about where the Thunder, we might need to start, Rob, reconsidering where we're positioning them and where SGA is in all of this. Right, Rob G?
That's right. They made some history last night. They became just the 6th team in NBA history to have the best record in their conference 3 straight years. The other 5 teams that did it, Bird Celtics, Magic's Lakers, Jordan Bulls, Kobe Lakers, Steph KD Warriors. Is it time to have an uncomfortable conversation about SGA's Thunder?
Like the dad said in the movie Friday, no, not yet. We will. Talk to me June, whatever the last game in the finals will be. Then we can start to have the conversation. I'll say this real quick for me. Twofold. One, the player, SGA, been incredible, has an amazing career thus far. But if he wins another one this year, now we start having conversations because now you've doubled up and you've done something that the other great shooting guards, if you want to kind of say the ranking the top 3, if you will, depending on where you put Jerry West, well, they've won back-to-back, right? Jordan won 3 and then won 3 again. And you got Kobe Bryant won 3 in a row. And then you have Dwayne Wade won a couple in a row. I know he has multiple, but I'm saying couple in a row. And if SGA does that, well, now you're starting to have a conversation where he is in the lure of shooting guards already in his career. Probably has another decade, but you start to see what he can do. And as a collective, the team, if they win another one, now you start to have a conversation of they're different than the other one-offs. They're different than Joker and his one, Giannis and his one, that 08 Celtics team, that 04 Pistons team. Right, you start to separate that Dirk's 2011 team. You start to separate yourself. If this Thunder team can win 2 back-to-back, looking like nothing should necessarily be stopping them. Not saying they're going to win 3, but they should be in the mix for another 4 or 5 years.
But I have the exact opposite. I think that if they don't win this year, they could wind up being, despite all that they've done, people would look at them and go, you know what? Yeah, they did win, but boy. Denver took them to 7, and boy, if Indiana and Halliburton doesn't
Achilles.
get hurt, do
Do you know what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden,
if they lose,
if they don't win the finals again, you could rewrite and go backwards and look at them and go, yeah, they got the one, but if Halliburton was healthy, they probably wouldn't even have that. Like that is where their legacy is hanging in the balance. I'm serious, because you will look at them differently the way that you can discount. A lot of people can win one. I think what justified the Pistons in 2004 was that they made it back the next year. If they didn't make it back, then it would have been a one-off. You know what I mean? Like they were that good. They made it back. 7-game. You lose 7-game series in San Antonio. People can be like, okay, they were legit. They didn't get swept the second time. They did not make it the second time. And I'm saying for OKC, even with this 3 years in a row of having the top record in the West, they didn't win it the first year. Then they win it, skin of their teeth, and then they don't win this year. It feels totally different. That's how big this year is.
Here, the only reason why I don't agree with that is because right now they're so young that we might be looking at a Spurs type of thing where maybe they don't go back-to-back, but they win another one.
No,
they
but
might lose
even
a year
the
or two,
Spurs, though,
and they win another one.
The problem with the Spurs is that they never won back-to-back.
Right.
And while they've been a successful franchise, they've never had a dynasty. And they won 5 over 20 years. It's not the same as being with like the Kobe and you're talking about Kobe and Shaq and Michael Jordan and even when the Cowboys were a real dynasty in the NFL. They won 3 out of 4. The Yankees won 4 out of 5. You know what I mean? The Dodgers are trying to win 3 in a row, which nobody's done since the Yankees 25 years ago. Those are like dynasties where they're undeniable.
But that's why I'm saying they may end up having if they have some type of long run like the Spurs.
But I'm saying your immediate response, because we don't know what 10 years or 5 years from now, is that they will have a different feel to them if they don't win this year.
And that's why it's important if you're them, you do, because it really changes conversations. SGA, he'll have 2 finals. He'll be the finals of. Let me reverse that. He'll be the MVP of the league 2 years in a row. Then he could potentially be Finals MVP 2 years in a row. Like, that's huge. Oh, wow. Now you're starting to really separate yourself. And then if the team goes back-to-back, as I mentioned, you separate yourself from all those one-off teams. So it's a lot in the balance for them. I agree. If they can get this done and win it, we really start to have conversations about him, the player, and then also this team collectively as a whole. All right, Tire Rack Play of the Day and Shekel City on the way. It's the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. Rob G, somebody who's never afraid, whether you agree with him or not, to get on the microphone and say some stuff will be Draymond Green. And Draymond had a little something to say to Adam Silver and the execs in the NBA.
I get fined when I do wrong. Just fine the hell out of people. You know, we love taking money from players. Keep fining the teams. I've seen 2 fines. And we all know everybody tanking. But you've seen 2 fines. You know, if it was players, we snatched that money in a heartbeat. Why isn't it the same?
Draymond's talking about the game last night. Well, the Warriors was at the Kings, playing the Kings. And long story short, towards the end of the game, they purposely fouled Seth Curry, who was a good free throw shooter. Obviously, he's a Curry. You know, they be putting the ball in the hole, shooting-wise. I'm waiting on you.
I'm not
last
saying
second, except the last shot of the game. But Draymond's right. It was a weird foul. It intentionally fouled him, and it kind of didn't add up what they were trying to do, and they're putting a great free throw shooter on the line and knocked down 2 and blah, blah, blah. So Draymond touched on something that I think, again, tanking in the NBA has been a big conversation. By the way, tanking's been going on for eons. I keep telling people, stop acting like every team in the 80s and 90s and the early 2000s were good. People were tanking back then as well. It's just not as flagrant, and we just didn't see what was going on a random Tuesday night in Sacramento.
Well, people also weren't paying $400 for tickets.
People weren't paying that much, and
I'm just saying, like,
and gambling wasn't as prevalent, right? You didn't know what was going on Tuesday as far as access and ease, meaning you could just hop on an app right now, and I can say, oh, over under, and this guy, he's going to have, 8 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. You can do that now. So I say that to say this is why this is a big deal in the NBA, Rob. because people are aware. They're hyper aware now. There's gambling, there's parlays, there's ease of access. You got kids gambling now because it's right on your phone. It's easy to do. And so people are paying attention more than ever to stats and what's going on. And so they see this. You got streaming games. It's stuff's being globalized. It's all across the world. So what could be done in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, kind of be hidden or known or kind of just be a quiet thing that's happening is loud now. And you got a loud mouth with Draymond calling him out. And he's right. Players get fined for everything. Saying this, cussing out a ref, not wearing this, wearing these shoes, doing that, don't wear that, didn't talk to the media. And you have organizations who are clearly, flagrantly tanking, and the NBA is hanging on to those two $500,000 fines. They fined two organizations, one time $500,000. And to me, we know what rich people love. They love money. You know what else they don't like? Cutting checks all the time. One time, all right, cool, it's worth it. Because it's absolutely worth it. If you're going to come back and get the Bonta and I got to pay $500,000 for it, cool, I'll do that easily. You have to find these teams more and more because people are seeing it. People are getting played. You mentioned it. Fans are paying $400 for tickets. It makes no sense. They're coming to games. And watch this. It ain't even just the tanking. They did some reporting on the big national games this year. 32% of the games, the big nationally televised games, stars didn't play. 32% of your nationally televised games. And you know you have these streamings that are playing billions upon billions of dollars. So what's happening is you have all this going on if you're Adam Silver. We talked about the gambling issues that they had last season and during the offseason. You add in all of a sudden, you got the tanking. We got to fix the All-Star game. There's so much going on, and people want to see Adam Silver's going to, really come in and flex his muscles and start to change things. So Draymond is right with this because it's not fair that players they're penalized, and this I don't often agree with Draymond. You know that. But you get penalized and fined for so much as a player, but organizations can deal and be hurting the integrity of the game, hurting fans who are paying money, coming to show and seeing terrible presentation and terrible effort from the whole organization, and they're only fined one time, $500,000. The NBA has to find a way to de-incentivize tanking. And they got some plan that could be coming out here any day now, next 24, 48 hours that they're going to start to try to implement. We'll have to wait and see. But I don't often agree with Draymond, but it seems to not be fair that the players are held accountable more than organizations. And we know owners are involved, and owners are, of course, the commissioner. He runs all the owners. So they ain't gonna
he works for the owners.
That's my point. They ain't gonna make sure he's hurting them, too much. Because you work for us, Commissioner.
I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree with you and Draymond.
Okay,
because money is not going to stop. Like I know you said they don't want to. They don't mind giving out money, but they're gonna stop if you find them to. No, you have to hurt the organization for real. The way that. Even the NFL, where they took away draft picks from the Patriots. Like you have to take away players. That's the only way. And I told you before, you want to stop tanking? The team with the worst record will not be able to get the first overall pick. That's a start.
The theme song, I should say. It's the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington.
Doesn't fit a show like that. This sounds like some
nice,
sort of family drama or something.
Yeah, it's too.
Or a romantic comedy.
Rom-com for sure.
I need baby oil. For Alf?
For Alf is kind of wild.
It's a little sticky.
Oh, boy.
Yo!
Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington.
Not
TV theme song Thursday, right? Kelvin Washington. It is now time for Shekel City.
Welcome to Shekel City. The home base for Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
Everyone knows it's win.
All right.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, I got all three games right yesterday, but the Suns didn't cover the spread, so 2-1 again. Like, that's how close I'm getting Like, it was just
What, in the qualifier?
I'm just saying, like, every night I'm like, oh, man, I almost
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You've been on fire. I don't need the qualifiers. You like 30 games above right now.
How about 31?
Oh, okay. My bad. Let me clarify.
102-71. 2-1 last night. Here we go tonight. I got the Rockets minus 5.5. They are hosting the Philadelphia 76ers without Embiid. I love that. I got the Pacers minus 3.5. They're in Brooklyn taking on the Nets.
Now, that is the toilet bowl.
Right, there you go. And then I know the Celtics are without Jaylen Brown, but I'm going to take the Celtics plus 5.5 at Madison Square Garden against the Knicks. The Knicks win, but the Celtics cover. 5.5. I'm going to say the Knicks cover.
Okay. Wow.
So there we go.
All right.
We got the Celtics plus 5.5, the Pacers minus 3.5, and the Rockets minus 5.5. And remember.
What's that?
I'm not telling you who to bet on. I'm telling you who I bet on.
Did I do that?
Rob G,
Did I do that?
Would you go to
Did I do that?
If I gave you tickets, Pacers, Nets?
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, he's got
free
daughters.
tickets.
He's got daughters. He would take the daughters. They don't know what's going on.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rob, you'll appreciate this. My daughter's doing cheer this season, and they got offered to go do another event in addition to their normal plan. It's going to be at a Sparks game. It's like, oh, cool. That'll be fun, right? And by the way, if the parents want to go, it's $65 to get tickets to a Sparks game.
Unbelievable.
I'm like, I could get tickets for $10. Don't you lie to me.
Per person?
Yes.
That is outrageous.
They are trying to finagle me out of some dollars.
It's $65 plus a free barf bag. I'm just saying. Are you kidding?
How much you think courtside seats cost at a Sparks game?
Do you know the answer?
No, I'm asking.
All right, look it up. I'm going to go
$10.50.
The idea that your daughter would be cheering
go
and they're gonna ask
800.
you at a Sparks game.
Yeah, because it's L.A. still, and it's TV. It'll be on TV in L.A.
$60.
No, stop it.
You have to pay. The
800.
Sparks have to pay you $800 to show up.
800.
Are you kidding?
Rob G, tell me I'm right. It might be more, though. It's L.A., right?
For a WNBA game?
It's more so you're courtside at L.A. on TV. I guess is how I'm looking at it.
So you can get sections in the lower bowl for $32. Courtside, dead center, $837.
So yeah, I said 800. That sounds about right.
But $65, I could get.
You just said you could get it for 32.
32
right?
with fees.
But that's terrible to do that to parents when they know they should be at least like the kid is there doing it. Okay, that's nice. And then $10 to bring the family or something to have a family night. They gouge you on the popcorn and the food and all that, and that's where they make their money. Is it coming with that?
Maybe they're giving you get a T-shirt, a hot dog, and a drink.
I hope so, because if not, I'd be like, I'm just sitting here all by yourself, and I'll buy my own ticket and just walk down there because nobody else going to be there.
Yeah, it should be with all the chaperones and the kids, and then you go enjoy
like,
it.
hey, what are you guys doing here?
But if it's $32, hey, man, we can go to Sparks game on me.
Yeah, come on, Rob.
Come on.
No. I'd rather you use that $32 to get me a 10-piece with fries and a drink.
No, because you'll then he'll turn it into a 20-piece. Hey, Kelvin ain't looking. Hey, man, add 15 more wings on it. Add more wings. Add 2 more fries and 3 drinks on that.
Alex, by the way, I need a 2-liter.
I need a 2-liter. Make sure they know that.
You know the fries, I like the extra seasoning.
I have to make sure they give me extra barbecue sauce. No sugar barbecue sauce.
No, Alex, that's a small pack, and I need a bigger one.
And let me have some to go to.
Yeah, well, we definitely don't
actually, I'm on a diet, so instead of the fries, just give me 10 more wings.
Exactly.
20 wings.
Because they're not
just
breaded.
protein.
They're not breaded.
Carbs.
They're not breaded, so I can eat all the wings I want.
Is that the tie rack play of the day, him eating all the wings he want? That's your tie rack play of the day? All right, hit me with it.
And now it's McElroy to tap in there, and that's 67 to start for the defending champion. McElroy tied for the lead with Sam Burns at 5 under par.
All right, that was Masters Radio tie rack play of the day.
Massive Radio? What did you say?
For over 40 years, and you know I'll get started on that. Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, for where they drive. Ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. A black man couldn't be there till 1989, Rob.
Did you say Tiger Rack?
Hey, it's Tiger.
We are Buzzword.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion.
Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
Round one of the Masters is in the books.
And now it's McIlroy to tap in there. And that's 67 to start for the defending champion. McIlroy tied for the lead with Sam Burns at 5 under par.
Masters Radio, Scotty Scheffler ended 2 under par for round one. In Major League Baseball, Luis Robert Jr. has homered for the Mets. They lead the Diamondbacks 1-0. bottom of the third inning in New York, while the A's already blanked the Yankees 1-0. In the NBA, no Steph Curry tonight for the Warriors. They're taking on the Lakers. He's being ruled out due to right knee injury management. That tips off at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Jason Tatum is back at Madison Square Garden. He's got 6 points, and the Celtics lead the Knicks 21-14 late in the first quarter. And in the NHL, the Penguins are up on the Devils 1-0 early in the second period. I'm Amancio Bolaños.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Our number two.
Number two.
That's right here on the Odd Couple on a TV. Here on a TV theme song Thursday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington.
Hola.
Kelvin Washington.
Hola, mi amigo.
That's right.
¿Cómo
And
estás?
don't forget
Roberto.
our brand new YouTube channel. We appreciate everyone who has subscribed.
Wow.
They watch. They watching. They want to find out what we're doing, talking about. We appreciate all of that. And you can subscribe. Just go and search Odd Couple. FSR. That's Odd Couple FSR. And hit that subscribe button. Also, you could comment on us. You could do the thumbs up icon, all that stuff. But search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. We appreciate you.
For sure.
Don't forget, coming up, Mark Funky Cole Medina coming up in about 28 minutes. We'll get some NBA stuff with him. We have a shop talk as well. So a lot to get to here in hour number two. And also in hour number three, the return of Foul Affair. J.R. Gamble's back with baseball. So we'll do that.
Yeah. Wait, where's Sean?
Yeah. Sean.
Well, they both say yo. They both say yo, but Sean does add like 17 extra O's to it.
Yes.
Yeah. Looking forward to that, man. It means baseball's back, right?
Yep. Like we're only into week, it's only been 2 weeks, right?
Yes.
2 of 26 weeks. So
Correct.
we're just getting started. All right.
Dang, 26?
Yeah, 26 weeks.
And then for the Dodgers, and it ends up being like
30.
Only 30?
Well, because the season ends late September, and then you have all of October for the World Series, playoffs and World Series.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure.
I didn't say 20.
Are they going to be in November?
Yeah, I don't know about it. No November this year because they started early. Remember, they started March 25th.
You're right.
So all the postseason games will actually be in October, which is great. No November games this year, which is great.
All right, there you have it. Rob G., the federal government, it seems like, has been jumping into a lot of sports business lately. We've had a couple of conversations. Now, the NFL is in their way.
Yeah, the war on football continues, just in a different way. The DOJ has begun an investigation into whether or not the NFL has violated anti-competitive practices with its TV contracts because they require consumers to also pay subscription costs to watch some games. A government official told ABC News, quote, "This is about affordability and creating an even playing field for providers." Now, as you guys know, the NFL currently has TV deals with ESPN, ABC, NBC Sports, CBS Sports, Prime Video, and Netflix. That's not counting the games that are also on Peacock exclusively or ESPN Plus exclusively. Now, guys, we talked about this last season before the season even started. To watch every game in the NFL season for 2025, you would have had to have gotten at least a half a dozen streaming services and YouTube TV if you didn't have a local cable provider. Now, there's conflicting reports on how much it would have cost. Some saying it could have cost you up to $1,500 to watch every game. USA Today said, no, if you do this deal and you manipulate this and you get certain,
that tells you I ain't
incentives,
watching.
You can get it.
I'm not going to pay all that money. I'm straight up.
You could get it for as low as, if you know how to work the system, $650.
All right, I got two things, and I'm just going to be blunt about it. The DOJ, right?
Mm-hmm.
They should be going after a professional sports league. But it shouldn't be the NFL first on the list.
Who should it be?
And so if they're serious, and this is not a revenge tour by the president, because they turned him down. You remember he tried to buy the Buffalo Bills, and they wanted they were like, they didn't even entertain him. They were like, no, you can't have a team. So if this is not a revenge tour, and this is not the DOJ like trying to get at the NFL for the past, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the league that the DOJ should be going after is the NBA. That is the league that should be investigated when it comes to customers and not doing right by their customers, and because they have a lot of it. They also have the streaming platforms, but what they also have that's worse is the idea of bait and switch, false advertising, and selling a product, right, that doesn't always deliver. We got a national game tonight, don't we, Rob G? And who's not playing tonight?
That would be Steph Curry against the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And we just have it. We're basketball fans. How many nights do we go,
well, I think we're looking at one now. Aren't we with Jaylen Brown out?
Jaylen Brown's out.
Yeah, the Celtics-Knicks.
Just every night. Every night, oh, yeah, we can't wait to watch this. I mean, like, seriously. It's unfair to customers. You can do that. You want to take a night off and he's healthy, a healthy scratch? You can do that. Give me my money back. Let me turn in my tickets for another day. That's what the government should be looking at and demanding from the NBA. I can't pay $500 for me and my kid to go to the game. If I'm a Knicks fan, right, and I'm a Boston fan, and I'm in New York, right? I live in New York and work there. My kid, and I go to see Jaylen Brown tonight, and he's healthy, but they're not playing him tonight. I don't know if he's hurt or not. Is he hurt, Rob G? Jaylen Brown? I know they say he's hurt, but you know
like
what I mean.
Real hurt.
Like real hurt.
Yeah.
It's not fair. I just shelled out $1,000 for me and the kid to go watch the game. What do? The NBA sells what? Individual stars. Come see LeBron James. Come see Luka. Come see SGA. And then you go, come see Steph. And then you go, and they're not playing. They're not hurt. We understand in sports. Some nights people are going to be hurt. The biggest stars in baseball, you want to look up how many games Shohei and Aaron Judge played? How many games do you think they missed last year total? 162 games. They probably missed a total of 10 together. Mm-hmm. They play every night. They are the stars that people want to see. Shohei, can you imagine him going to some town and not playing? And people can understand if he takes 5 or 6 games off a year, right? A blow, or they got a day off or whatever and decide. That's what they should be investigating. And now the NBA, all their games, I don't know where their games are. Most of them are on streaming, right? You got to pay. You got to be a Prime member. You got to do this. You got to subscribe to that. So for them to go after the NFL first, and I'm not saying the NFL's not without something.
Yeah.
The NBA, to me, should be in the crosshairs of the DOJ.
Well, a couple of things. The reason why they're going after the NFL, you alluded, you say if it's not for that, but it is. I do think there is a revenge tour. I do think this administration has some smoke with the NFL. And it goes back to the first administration when you had players kneeling and their SOBs and then even Jerry Jones kneeled down. It was just a bunch of chaos. You remember that back in 2015, 16, that whole run there, year and a half or so it was. And then obviously you add in Colin Kaepernick. It was just a lot going on. You mentioned the fact that the current president wanted to have the Buffalo Bills, didn't happen. So I think there is an element of when I can jab at the NFL, whether something happens or not, but if I can jab at them, make life hard a little bit, I will. So I think that does play a role for sure. You would question and wonder if the DOJ has some other things to do, instead of jumping into this. And I will say this, the reason why it's also easier to, if this is with merit, to go after the NFL is because I can't look at players and tell them they're not hurt. I can't look at Jaylen Brown and then say his ankle isn't sore. I can't look at, like you said, Steph Curry and be like, no, he's coming back from injury. He needs a day because he's dealing with this. I can't tell Kawhi Leonard he's not as hurt as he really says that he is. And so I think it's hard to go at the NBA players because you're dealing with the human body. And I can't be the one telling somebody, hey, they're hurt, you're not hurt, doing that. The NFL, when you have things that you can quantify.
Yes, you can. Let me say what it's simple. And the NBA is afraid to do it. You know this. You do the Dodgers pre- and post-game. Mm-hmm. You're hurt, miss game. You got to go on the IL, and you got to miss a minimum of 10 days. Mm-hmm. That's what you have to miss if you're hurt, if you're not playing. Okay? NBA, you're out. You want to take a night off, that's fine. You need to miss three games. It would stop people from doing that. Or you want to give people you don't play, put zeros on their stat lines. You want to put zeros across the board? You can stop it. The idea that when they look at the schedule and they schedule games off, it's not fair to people who buy tickets.
I don't disagree with that, but the challenge
is scheduling days off. I'm not saying that's what they do, and they're not even hiding anymore. What do they call it? Like something leg management. Like they call it that. Yeah. They don't call it. He's got a. Now Jaylen Brown, they're saying he has. I
mean, listen, Jaylen Brown has played incredibly hard. He's carried.
They're saying he has something, but what I'm saying, when they take nights off, it ain't fair to the fans.
But the challenge with that is, in comparing it to baseball, it is a more demanding sport. So how do you do when someone? I know I'm not arguing that, but I'm saying if somebody does need a night, I think we're all okay with that.
Okay, but if they need a night,
when it's becoming a regular thing, that's when it's an issue. When it becomes. Again, when we're having arguments, people are saying begging that the threshold drops down because they can't play 66 games.
No, but here's
that's a problem.
But that talks about your argument. You're saying if they need a night, that's why they put in a 65 game, because it's not just a night.
No, I'm saying right. I'm saying we understand if you need a night. We're not saying you have to play all 82.
No. That's not it's not all 82.
But when it becomes that you could, but you'd rather not. That's a problem. When it becomes, like you mentioned, scheduled, we got to fly out, and we already play them, and they're tanking. Well, there's people in that city, they might not even care about their own team because they're tanking. They came to see you, Jordan, Kobe, Shaq, LeBron, Steph. It's the one time I get to see Allen Iverson. And if he were just, I don't feel like playing tonight because they stink.
And it's their birthday. Like that. Those are the tickets.
I bought my 13-year-old son tickets to go see.
Exactly.
To go see Steph. And he chose, the Wizards suck, so
I'm not playing tonight. We can win without me tonight.
That would be bad. But to put a button on the NFL, why I think the DOJ is pursuing something NFL, because to be paying, Rob G said up to $1,500 if you want to watch every NFL game. And there's only 17. It's crazy. And then to say, well, no, if you do this, you buy this package, you make a deal, you can get it down to $670, $80, whatever it was. For 17 weeks is crazy. And I think that's why they're probably if this is, again, without being a revenge tour, if this is based off some type of merit, I think there is an element of, okay, you can't be taxing people and dictating your network television, cable, streaming. Like, you can't have all of that on lock, and it almost becomes a monopoly where I can't watch this sport without shelling out nearly $1,000. So if it's based off the economics of it, I see why they would go after them versus the other leagues. Because at least Rob G said it's like 300-some for the NBA. At least you're getting 82 games. If it's MLB, at least I'm getting 162 games. 17 weeks, and you're shelling out that much, I can see why they're concerned for the consumer. If it's not the revenge tour.
And the Jaylen Brown is out with left Achilles tendonitis, and he played 43 minutes just 2 days ago. So, I just want to make sure that we're not picking on him.
No, that's why I said Jaylen Brown doesn't fit this mold.
But you get my point, though, is that people pay big money for games, and it's easy for me to sit up here and guys like us who might be able to get in for free or cover the game or whatever. Like, those are the real people going out paying their hard-earned money, and I think it's unfair.
And it's too common, Rob. Where it's too acceptable.
It's too acceptable. Like, even like a Steve Kerr poo-poo like fan. Oh well. Where we got to do what's right for us. Really? Like the fans don't matter?
You played with Jordan, Steve Kerr. And Jordan wasn't doing that.
Jordan played every game his last season. Every single game.
Yeah, it's too acceptable. That's my issue. Again, if it were an anomaly, one or two guys just for whatever reason, like not everybody's going to be fully healthy, right? We've seen that throughout the history of sports.
If somebody's hurt, but that's my point on how you weed out a night off is making – so if you're really hurt, we're not going to question you. You say you're hurt. You get 3 games off to get healthy. So you have to really say to yourself,
I'm really hurt to take these 3 off.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like I have to take – I'm really hurt. Okay, we're not going to question you. You got 3 games to get healthy. If you just want a night off, you might want to take the night off against the Wizards, but the next 2 games are against 2 good teams. Can you afford to miss those games for your team? It makes you make an honest decision. Are you hurt? Or do you want the night off? There's a big difference between the two.
Yeah, I agree. I just think we made it too commonplace.
I'm going to talk to Adam Silver. I am. I think that's the solution. I really believe
if I'm playing Adam Silver in this, the pushback would be, well, those three games now you're saying, but what if they really just needed that night? Now the fans of the other 2 cities are missing out on seeing Steph.
but then
right? I would rather give them the night.
No,
but
now I know.
Lose him for 3
but
nights.
now I know he's not playing before he gets here. Now I could try to.
I bought my tickets for little Johnny's birthday and then 3 months ago.
Yeah, but now we have a chance where now you should also be able to, along with that, allow fans not to get their money back, but to swap for another game. Do you know what I mean? Because that's the part. You don't get money back, but you'll be able to do something. You know what I mean? Where swap them, do something so that you're not left holding the bag. All right. We'll work it up. I'll talk to Adam.
All right, talk to
it
him.
You
were right on his list.
Parker
when you call, you are going to the front of the list of people he has to talk to.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Which league is robbing consumers more? This will be interesting. The NFL or the NBA?
NFL.
Who's got a gun in your back? I say it's the NBA.
17 weeks, $1,000.
Kelvin says it's the NFL. We'll continue that conversation next with you. It is The Odd Couple, where we deliver insight, not noise. Right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
America.
So Troy Aikman is taking on
G when he's in here.
Yeah, I need it. He's taking on an advisory role with the Dolphins, but he is still going to be calling games for ESPN. So naturally, same thing with Tom Brady. It's led to a conversation about whether or not this is a conflict of interest for him to have dual roles. Credit to Troy. He appeared on Clarence Hill Jr.'s podcast earlier this week and addressed the narrative. Take a listen.
I think the Dolphins were wise in understanding my relationships around the league and knowing that I have information that they don't have or can't get. And I think they were smart in taking advantage of that, whether it was through me or through somebody else. The Cowboys have never elected to do that, at least with me. You know, maybe they have with others, but no, I don't feel there's a conflict. But I will say I'm pulling for the Dolphins.
He doesn't think it's a conflict. Troy Aikman, hello, is this on? These guys kill me. They are so. Let me tell you something. I'm glad that he gave it to Clarence. He was on his podcast. I'm happy about that, dude. Where's the integrity? Troy Aikman, didn't you win some Super Bowls? Weren't you part of a dynasty football team?
He was.
You think it's okay for you to go sit in on these meetings, hear about other teams and what they're doing, taking that information, selling it as a spy, right? Even though a spy out front, because we all know it, right? And it's so low down and dirty. That's what it is. It's low down and dirty, even though it's out front and we know it. Like he doesn't see anything. He doesn't think that's a conflict of interest. He just said information that they would not be able to get on their own. What? You're not getting it because you're cute. You're getting it because you're a broadcaster. and they're talking to you, trying to give you knowledge. So when you do a game, Kelvin, you have some insight. You don't follow those teams every week. They open up and you get more stuff because you're doing a national broadcast. And you know who I blame for all this nonsense? Tom Brady. He's to blame.
He's just eating his own avocado ice cream. He's getting smoked.
Because he's the one who started this. Fox and the NFL allowed him to do this. He was at a Raiders game with a headset on. Talking about he's not involved. He just a part on it, but he's not really involved in anything. Really? Come, where are we? Where are we? It ain't enough that Troy Aikman makes $17 million. He needs money from the Dolphins, too, to give away information, to get information for them. As a consultant, if you're so good in scouting and information, quit your TV job and just do that for the Dolphins. I respect that. Troy Aikman, it's a conflict of interest. It's dirty. It's low. It's bad. These guys, they kill me. They're so blinded. Gimme. Who's got money for me? Gimme some more money. A dual role? I'm sorry. The NFL has to stop this. And they opened up Pandora's box with Tom Brady, and now look what Troy Aikman's doing.
And that leads me to my point. You mad at Troy Aikman for playing the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Troy, I almost feel like, honestly, I feel like he's trying to do the Lord's work and wink. Because he's saying.
The Lord's work?
Yes. Because dang it, I said it on a Worship Wednesday. What he's doing is he's saying, look, y'all letting this happen? Doesn't seem right, but y'all okay with it. Well, I'm going to roll with it. And matter of fact, he sent it straight to Jerry Jones. He sent him one because he said, yo, you could have been doing this. You could have called your boy. You could have hit me up. I could have been doing this since this is what we're doing. Since Tom Brady's out here doing it to the tune of getting a bunch of TV money, double dipping, getting Raider money, and everybody seems to be okay with it. Y'all could have been called me. Since the Dolphins did, since I want to try something new in life, you know, I'm experimenting, just having fun out here. Doing what the kids call it, side quest. Let me join in on this. So that's why he's doing this. So it becomes a question of, what are you, anything to win? You know, like, are you one of those people? I'll skirt the line. I'll be a habitual line stepper. Or are you a just because you can doesn't mean you should type person? And I'll equate it to this too. You know what it reminds me of? You talking about he shouldn't be able to and all this and that. I hear you. You know who does it in our own more real life world? Politicians. You know what they do? They get word on things that are coming down the pipeline. Oh, they're going to be fracking more here and oil companies doing this. And you know what they do? Hey, honey, go buy 20,000 shares of this. Hey, kids, go buy 20,000 shares of that. Where's this one rank in TV theme song? Or does it not count because it's a real song?
This is Sinatra, yeah.
Yeah. It's the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, David Faustino, who play Bud on the show. Interviewed him recently. It was good to chop it up. Like one of those childhood memories, this show, man. TV things on Thursday. Mark Medina coming up in a little bit. Does your afternoon need a boost? Well, check this out. You can try the new Starbucks Energy Refreshers, the Starbucks refreshers that you love, now with an added boost of caffeine to power your day, to get your favorite flavors. Or you can try the new ones, right? They got Mango Strawberry Energy Refresher. They got the Mango Dream Energy Drink. Get the new Energy Refreshers at Starbucks today, or you can order one right now on your Starbucks app. Maybe you need one at night to deal with some kids. I know about that life. All right, let's get to it, Rob. 877-99 on Fox. The DOJ is pursuing the NFL about just how they're handling pricing when it comes to being able to watch the games. Rob thought up the idea they're going to investigate the NBA. I say no, stick with the NFL. It's too expensive. You can't. It's only 17 weeks of games. What say you? 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
All right, Kyle in Iowa. You're up first. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Kyle? Kyle, go ahead.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Doing great.
Good. I love your show.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with Rob that, the NBA, robbing their fans, somebody from Iowa that, wants to go 300 miles to a game, waste all that money to see somebody they can't watch, So
right.
That's all I got.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
Kyle,
Shout out to the
thank
people
you.
in Iowa.
Yep, appreciate that. What about let's go to Ashton in Connecticut. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Ashton?
Hey, how's it going? Just wanted to say big fan of the show, guys.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Where are you in Connecticut? I went to Southern Connecticut in New Haven. Where do you live?
I live up by Yukon, about 15, 20 minutes from Yukon.
Okay, so up past Stores. I got you.
I apologize what Michigan did. I'm sorry. My bad. Go Blue.
It's okay. It happens. We got 2 in the past 3
You
years.
do? Yeah, stop being greedy. My goodness, stop being greedy.
He's like, let me show you what I got in my back pocket. We got 2.
I don't appreciate that flex.
Yes. All right.
What I wanted to say is I agree with Rob. This is a perfect example. I took my younger brother to a Celtics game to see John Morant, the Grizzlies, and the Celtics. I want to say about 2 years ago. It just so happened that Ja had some hip flexor he was out with that night. That was the whole reason we went, because my brother's a big John Morant fan. So,
he was so disappointed, right?
Example.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was devastated.
That's his only chance to go, probably.
I don't disagree with that.
You pay for all the money for the tickets. You drive all the way from Connecticut to Boston, all that. James in Tacoma, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, James?
Yeah, what about the NFL where the last game of the regular season, healthy starters like the Bills, Chargers, and Eagles all rested their starters to avoid injury before the playoffs started? Or 2 years ago, Barkley had chance for an NFL rushing record, but the Eagles said, no, we're going to rest Barkley. We want to get ready for the playoffs. And he was perfectly healthy.
Good point.
No, I get it.
That's a good point.
I get it. And you've paid money for the tickets and the scrub.
And I want to see a special moment. Go get the record while I'm here, so I can say not only did I go to an Eagles game, I got to see a record broken. Sorry, I'm still hanging on that. I told you should have did that. Yeah, we squeezing in one more. We're good.
You got it, Rob G? Give me a name. I don't know.
No more. All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you for that. Mark Funky Cole Medina on the other side of the update trending right now.
I wonder
Monty Bolaños.
I thought it would have been easy just to say Steve DeSager, and then that would be.
I might have said
no.
DeSager.
To say Steve
DeSager.
Okay.
DeSagi.
Shout out to Sager.
Stop. All right, guys. Round 1 of the Masters officially wrapped up, and defending champion Rory McIlroy, along with Sam Burns, they are at the top of the leaderboard at 5 under par overall. Scottie Scheffler ended 2 under par overall. In the NBA, no Steph Curry tonight for the Warriors as they take on the Lakers with tip-off at 10 p.m. Eastern time. This regular season, we will not see LeBron James and Steph Curry play at all. That sucks. They didn't play at all the regular season. One or another has been ruled out.
You're right. I'm trying to think about that. And they probably had, 4 games against each other?
Yeah. And so this year, we didn't see it at all. Hoping to see it today. Right now, though, the Rockets lead the 76ers 25-17 late in the first quarter. Kevin Durant, 7 points. The Celtics are up on the Knicks 40-38 halfway through the second quarter. And yes, Jason Tatum back at Madison Square Garden. He is 2 of 8 from the field. He's got 10 points to go along with 9 rebounds. If you care about the Pacers and the Nets, late in the second quarter, Indiana up 63-35. Halfway through the third quarter, if you care, between the Bulls and the Wizards, where the Bulls are up 65-56. And at halftime, Bam Adebayo has 12 points and 8 rebounds, but the Heat are losing to the Raptors 69-50. Brandon Ingram for Toronto, he's got 23 points. In the NHL, again, the Penguins are trying to win to get into the Stanley Cup playoff. They will clinch a spot. Penguins lead the Devils 3-2 with 2 minutes to go in the second period. In baseball, Luis Robert Jr. with that home run, and that's all the Mets have scored. They still lead the Diamondbacks to the 1-0 bottom of the 5th inning, and they have runners on first and third, but they're down to their final out. The A's already shut out the Yankees 1-0. In WNBA news, Aces are finalizing an agreement for Jackie Young to return to Las Vegas, and this would be at the new rate, the regular max of $1.19 million. So she would be the first $1 million contract in the WNBA. Back to you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is a great day. We've got a lot of
So wait a
WNBA
minute.
conversations.
So put the WNBA on the DOJ too.
Look at you. I can't wait till we go to our first Sparks game together, all of us.
We're not going.
You coming, Monty?
Yeah, I want to go.
No.
I've been.
Well, no, you've been, but I'm saying we're
Yeah,
going
I'll
to go as a
go
group.
again. Yes, I would love to.
Matter of fact, Rob G.
We'll go for your daughter's thing.
But put the camera on me. Bosses, make that happen. Don't we have a suite or something? Can we make that happen? So we can all go to a WNBA Sparks game. See, the difference is if Don, my man Rob, come on, man, we got to support the ladies. If Don says it, then you got to do it. If Scott says it,
come on, Rob, it'd be a good. We got to go out there. We got to show a little
That's
support for the
Scott?
ladies.
Sounds like Trump.
I know, Don.
I think I've been doing too much Trump. Yeah,
That's a Trump right
That's
there.
a
Let me work
Trump.
on my Scott.
Don, that sounds like Don,
All
but
right,
that
let me work
doesn't
You say
sound
my
like
last
Scott.
name Shapiro. It's not always.
Let me work on my Scott. Hold on. That wasn't Scott?
Hey,
No,
guys,
it's not
guys,
Scott.
guys, love what you're doing. Guys, show sounded good.
That's
Pretty
better.
good.
All right.
That was better. That was a lot better.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you're right. It's a little more up.
Scott just turned the radio off.
No, he's loving it. He's dying right now. Matter of fact, Scott, I expect a text message in a minute.
Yes.
All right.
At least Scott listens to the radio.
He does. I
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I work for a lot of places, and I'm going to tell you that. That's our boss, Scott Shapiro. He actually listens to watches our show on YouTube. He does.
Shout out to him. And or they only want to come to you when it's negative.
Right. That's not
Like,
Scott.
hey, this, hey, that. Hey, like, is anything nice? Did he listen to anything that was good?
I don't
All
know if he watches anything other than. I'm just saying.
See, you know he's watching, right?
Yeah, Scott. You know what I mean.
Hey, Rob.
He can't watch every show. He can't watch every show.
You know who watches our show and listens to?
Who's that?
Mark Funky Comedina. That's right. Essentially Sports, Fox Sports Radio, NBA Insider. Mark G. What was it, Gabriel? _ Medina. What's
Kelvin,
up, Mark?
you got a good memory, and you know what? I do listen to the show. Shout out Scott Shapiro. I'm sure we're going to talk about how the Minnesota Timberwolves are the favorites to win the NBA championship, and if there is an extra ticket, I'll go to the Sparks game, but that might hurt the cause to get Rob to join us.
No, you guys can go.
No, you got to come.
I'm
Come on, an outing. It's the crew. Mark's even coming.
I don't know.
You ready? And
Rob
I got
like,
a Cameron Briggs jersey ready for
Rob
you, too.
sounds like the parent bringing all the kids to the amusement park, but refusing to go on the ride.
That's exactly what it would be like. If you bring me a blindfold, maybe I'll go.
I know how to get them. Dang, it won't work, though. Well, you know what? Yeah, it will work because you'll be done. And a big old slice of cheesecake on me.
Oh, I'll be done by then, yeah.
Yeah.
August 11th, I'll be done. I already know what the date is.
we
4
already know.
months. All right, let's go. Let's start with the OKC Thunder securing the number 1 seed 3 years in a row. What are we crowning them anything yet, or all the talks about them maybe trying to win again and how important that is? Because I think if they don't win, you can look at what they're running, what they've done a little differently, and go, they could have lost last year to Indiana, right, in Game 7. They almost got beat by Denver. You know what I mean? You can start nitpicking at the one championship they have, where this one, Mark, if they were able to do it again, then you got to put them in legitimate, rarefied air.
Yeah, no, you hit it on the head. I mean, the Thunder, they have bigger goals in mind that happened in June, but talking to some of the players last night after the Clipper win, they said that, number one seed's important because of the point that you made, that they needed home court advantage in last year's playoff run all the way up to the NBA Finals. And, obviously Tyrese Halliburton's injury is a game changer, but having home court was pretty important too. So not end-all, be-all, but it's surely something that they think that it is important, especially considering this Western Conference is very, very loaded. San Antonio's had their number in the regular season, and, the playoffs are a whole game changer. But, I think to the Thunder's credit, they've avoided the championship hangover. Shea is playing MVP level. Even with all these different injuries, they've absorbed it relatively well. Number one seed's important, but we'll see what happens.
Let me go to the Lakers. J.J. Redick a couple nights ago, he calls out players, Rui, Vanderbilt, a couple other players, and some people had, took offense to it. I didn't. I think that's what coaches do. They go at players. They get them going. They motivate them, especially when there's a letdown, and I'd imagine maybe the team is a little deflated with all the injuries. But did you have a problem with that? And kind of how would you rate where J.J. is in year two?
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with him mentioning that DeAndre Ayton's struggling to catch the ball because we've seen that. I didn't have a problem with him calling out Rui Hachimura with not running plays correctly. I don't think, though, how he handled the Jared Vanderbilt situation was good because it seemed like he was showing up Vando for a few things. One, he called a timeout to yank him out of the lineup. He could have yanked him earlier before the quarter started. It seemed like that felt like trying to make an example out of him. And Vanderbilt, he has offensive miscues, but he's a great defensive player, and they don't have anyone on the team, yet he's still playing only 5 minutes. So that part didn't make sense. The broader question, how's J.J. doing as a coach? I think more hits than minuses, but the hits are the tactical parts, eventual adjustments. The minuses, I thought he went with an offensive-oriented starting lineup for way too long at the beginning of the season, and that made things even worse because they need some defense out there because of Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. And I think the biggest thing is, these injuries are a whole game changer, as we know, but if it wasn't, I was curious to see how JJ would be in the playoffs because last year I thought regular season he was pretty good with managing personalities, managing X's and O's. Playoffs, different thing with how he, didn't manage guys' minutes correctly, and then he wound up sitting some of the bench players, and then Luka and LeBron felt worn out.
It was bad, man. It was bad coaching last year. That was bad.
Yeah. So moving forward, it's a different evaluation because we don't see the Lakers really going far now that Luka and AR are out. So given all those things I laid out, I'd give him a B- in all totality.
All right. B-. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair one for him year two.
Rob, would you give him a D or an F? Or
No. I'm just not as high on him as you are, but I wouldn't go a D or an F. I mean, I got to at least be fair. The other team, I don't know, where are they? Denver's always kind of like lurking. They could knock off somebody big and make a move. They got experience, and you never know if, I think they're a threat. Like they took OKC to 7 games last year. Are they a threat? Could they get to the Western Conference Finals or no?
Yeah, they could. I mean, look, they got Nikola Jokic. He's a triple-double machine. He's still in the MVP candidacy. I talked to one coach today that still chooses him as MVP.
Wow.
But I think the feeling is Shea's going to win it. But they've won 10 in a row. Some of their struggles earlier in the season had to do with overlapping injuries. Aaron Gordon, Christian Brown, Peyton Watson. Aaron Gordon, probably a glorified role player. He's all-star caliber, but not like superstar. But other guys, role players, but still key cogs in the machine. I would put the edge to the Thunder because they've had the same thing, and they just have so much defensive depth. And Shea's been playing out of this world here. Spurs, I'd put second because Victor Wembanyama, I think, is best two-way player. They're inexperienced, and I'm not going to discount that. I'm curious how the Spurs play in the playoffs when it's a slower pace. That goes against their style, playing at a faster pace. But they do have veteran players at De'Aaron Fox, Harrison Barnes. So I would put the Nuggets third, but if they do get to the Western Conference Finals, or if they upset either of those two teams in the West Finals, don't consider me surprised because they have basically the same core as they've always had. Jamal Murray is actually healthier this season than last. So, yeah, I'd put them as a puncher's chance to get to the West Finals.
Last one for me. Is there a team you're saying, hey, we've kind of been ignoring in the Western Conference, Eastern Conference? So maybe it's the Rockets, you may think, or the Suns or something. And if you go to the East, is it the Raptors or the Hawks? Is there a couple of teams you say, keep an eye on this team, the way they're –
No, not enough to really tilt the scale. I think we've seen who they really are, as far as, who are the favored candidates to win the championship, who are, dark horse contenders. I think, the keep your eye on this team who's intriguing, Charlotte Hornets, only because they've overachieved. They're finally getting back to the play-in tournament for the first time in 3 years. Con Knippel might win Rookie of the Year, and they have a good young core, but they're due to win the play-in tournament and be a challenging out in the first round, but it's not like they're making this magnificent run in the East. I'm with Rob here. That's the Boston Celtics getting to the NBA Finals. Even though Cade Cunningham's back with the Pistons, I do have concerns about their three-point shooting. Cade's also been inconsistent this season. So I think with the East, it's Boston. I think it's a coin flip between New York, Cleveland, New York. I give them the edge because their whole group has been to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. But outside of Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns, they don't have consistent third option. And Cleveland, I don't know if James Harden's going to show up or be healthy, only because that's always been his playoff track
If he has
record.
one magical run, Cleveland could get to the championship.
Don't look at me like that.
No,
I'm going to end up singing
know.
my song.
I'm just saying.
One tiny
Okay.
moment. You can't look at me like that. You know I had to sing it.
All right.
No. So he's going to get good at 80? Now he's going to all of a sudden have this magical run at 80 years old?
All it takes is one.
I'll give you your Nick take over than the Cavs. I don't buy the Cavs at all.
Don't you remember John Elway couldn't win a Super Bowl forever? You remember that? And then guess what? His last 2 years, he won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, because he leaned on everybody else.
But
I'm
I'm
not
just
saying James.
but
No.
I'm just saying the last 2 years he won a Super Bowl.
No.
All right.
We'll put the Sparks gang.
I feel a lot better about the Celtics plus 5.5, don't I?
Yeah.
At the
Still
half,
early.
they're only down by one, right?
Yeah, you're right. All right, Mark. Thank you, man.
Mark.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys. Looking forward to that Sparks outing. We'll get Rob out there. Don't worry.
No doubt.
Oh, man.
I'm a lure man with cheesecake. All right, we got the Shop Talk on the way. It's the Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin on the TV theme song Thursday. Stick with your boys, Fox Sports Radio.
Speaking of Glenn Rivers, he also coached that team and didn't win nothing. Doc Rivers, in case you guys missed it, was part of a long-form expose by ESPN today where they discussed everything that's gone wrong with the Milwaukee Bucks this season, even going back to last season. There's a lot of turmoil. Giannis, will he or won't he go? The front office and him are at odds. The roster is buried of talent. Doc Rivers is doing Doc Rivers things. And one of the things that Shams Charania included in his story, got to make sure I stress this point, spoke to 6 people who were in the room at the time this happened. Not one, not two, not three. 6 people. So, everybody was upset about what Doc Rivers said during a team meeting that they had earlier this year. According to Shams, at a March 1 team meeting, Doc Rivers told his players to Google him and look up his resume. And according to Shams, the exact quote he used was, "I took teams to the playoffs and to the championship that weren't supposed to. I thought this was one of them. Either you're with us or you're against us."
If I got to Google your resume like that and you're talking to me like that and saying it with your chest, you ain't all that. I ain't got to Google Phil Jackson, Pat Riley, some of the greats, Greg Popovich. You know why? Because I know. And if I got to Google, if you Google me, are you kidding me? All right, so then let's take it the next step further. Well, let's actually Google him, okay? Let's do that. He is the only coach in league history, Rob Parker, to blow multiple 3-1 leads in the postseason. I ain't done Googling. His teams have also blown 5 3-2 leads, 1 2-0 lead, and has lost Game 7 at home 4 different times. So you're talking about Google me. We did. And it was one of those things you should have said, don't Google me, because then we could at least, oh, man, maybe he wasn't as bad as I thought, or maybe, you know what, maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe he was better than I thought he was. Then you hit Google and you say, well, you know what? No, I'm not crazy. What team did he have, Rob Parker, that they took far that we didn't expect anything from? Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and Rondo.
I have no idea what team that might be.
Was supposed to be in those title games. You could argue should have won maybe one more. Those Clipper teams were like we talk about all the time, where sexy picks. Everybody was picking every year for about 4 or 5 years. Well, this is the year they get it done. This is the year they get it done.
Right.
And they should have.
Because they had a squad.
Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin, Jamal Crawford, J.J. Redick. And then depending on the era, Matt Barnes is a good defensive player, small forward. Batum, all these guys. So you can say they underachieved. You could have had Tim Duncan if you let his daddy on the plane. Or his girlfriend on the plane.
Yeah, his wife.
Or whoever, his lady.
Yeah, his lady.
Come on. Doc had a fine career. Like nothing you had fine. But let's not elevate it. And you and I already talked about him being in the Hall of Fame is crazy. So to say Google me and then I will Google you and I see all of this, stop it. And this has been an underachieving team. Look at the players he had. Tracy McGrady, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Rondo, Ray Allen, Chris Paul, Blake, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Joel Embiid, James Harden, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Damian Lillard, Grant Hill. 1 ring out of all that, Rob G? Stop it.
I think what you said earlier is probably the best point. That if you have to tell people to Google you, you are not one of those guys. Because it's just the idea that you would have to say that. I think teams make a big mistake. I'm going to say this as someone who's covered sports for a long time. Before you get into the building of any team, everybody should have mandatory sit down, watch this video, and tell people who everybody is. And you know what I mean? And why they're in the building. I don't understand, like, you've had, like, I told you before, where Shaq was asking, who was it? Oh, my God, I just forgot.
What position? What
the coach? He was the coach who won a championship with with Seattle. He passed away. Oh my God, I'm just forgetting. But my point is, I'll get his
Lenny
name.
Wilkins.
Lenny Wilkins.
Yeah.
He asked Lenny Wilkins once, "Hey, coach, you know a lot about basketball. Did you ever play?" Lenny Wilkins is on the top 50 of all time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that should never happen, because there should be a video. Lenny Wilkins, right? Or this guy who you see, this old guy walking around in the building who's coming over and talk to you. You should know what he did in basketball. You should know his career. But my point is, in the case of Doc Rivers, no. Telling people to Google you and act like, you know, they should know because of all the successes and look at what you were able to accomplish. When you look at his whole career, he underachieved for the type of players that he had, the players that he had, the situations that he had. And then it's one thing if you were never up 3-1 because your team wasn't that good. No. You had 3-1 leads, which told you we were pretty damn good. Am I right?
Official. I can't stand Rob. I want to fight Rob G. Rob. Odd couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin, Washington. All the time.
I was talking to my personal chef before today.
I got a personal juice, man. But you ain't got a problem with that.
Well, no.
Exactly. All right, odd couple, Rob and Kelvin on the TV Things on Thursday. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by Free Road Hazard Protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Growing pains, right? It's growing pains? Yeah. All right, Shop Talk.
Ain't nobody exempt in the barbershop. You know that. Ain't nobody exempt. You can talk about whoever and whatever, whenever you want to in the barbershop.
Now, it's Shop Talk.
That's right. It is Shop Talk here on the Odd Couple, a segment where we talk about something happening outside of the world of sports. This week's topic comes to us from the world of fast food. Rob used to live there, not no more.
He'll be back.
The owner.
Oh, wow. 4 months.
4 months.
The owner of In-N-Out Burgers, Lindsay Snyder Ellingson, made some headlines this week when she announced that the fast food giant will not, N-O-T, in any way embrace automated or digital ordering. No kiosks, no DoorDash, no Uber Eats, no app order ahead. Rob Parker, you're a man of convenience. Are you on board with In-N-Out Burger standing on business?
I am with them. I have not, only one time have I ever ordered Uber Eats or anything.
DoorDash, Uber Eats,
only one time.
Grubhub.
I was on the road somewhere, like a hotel, and I didn't have a car. I was I needed something to eat, and I ordered some wings, and they delivered it to the room. And that was it. There was nowhere else to get food. But I normally don't do that, so I'm cool. I'm one of those people who think that we should stop scanning our own groceries and doing all that we should go to, get in line to where there's somebody working and not do that. So I understand it. I'm cool with it.
I've only DoorDash, Uber Eats, any of that thing one time this week. What?
It's Monday.
Are you kidding me?
No, I've done it one time.
I grubbed help with y'all when we were in San Francisco. Boy, I did to you. I had some Honey Crisp chicken from my favorite Chinese food spot in San Francisco on my chest.
Oh, God. Look at
I
that.
had some fried rice on my stomach.
There was hair on it, too.
The chinchilla.
I had some broccoli on the side. Are you kidding me? Now, two separate things. I'm all about it. Just it makes life easier for the Washingtons. However, I love the In-N-Out stands on business and principles, and that's what makes it a thing. That's why their customer service is, if you've never been, because obviously we have listeners all around the nation, it is top-notch customer service. You know exactly what you're getting every single time. So I like the way they conduct business. So I'm okay with them doing it because they've kind of mastered that. But what? Boy, I will Grubhub something right now.
It's a good thing they said this. There's no way you can order ahead, because I use Uber Eats, but I go pick it up. My way of ordering.
Right,
because some restaurants are connected to it, and that's how they do it. So I go pick it up. I don't want somebody to deliver my food.
They charge you though.
No, it won't be. No,
Yeah,
no. It's just a deal that they have. It's usually like mom and pop shops
who can't handle their own structure.
So they use Uber Eats, and I don't get charged. Typically, I wouldn't, and then I just go pick it up.
The only thing they're doing, Monty, is they are charging you like $1 or $2 more for your meals. Like, let's say it was $18 that you normally get.
I actually have not seen that because I'll go to a different site to compare, and I have not seen that. I think the mom and pop shop is paying Uber Eats to use their platform. Right. So that's like the exchange of money. That's how I see. I've always tried to look, even if it's $1, I'll do it, right? Yeah. But I go pick it up. There's no way In-N-Out can take online orders and have those lines of cars and those people and do both at the same time. Yeah. They cannot do that, so I'm glad that they do it. I don't have a lot of In-N-Out. The grilled cheese is delicious, but I'm not going to sit in that line.
All right, Alex, where are you?
You are not In-N-Out at In-N-Out. That's my joke.
You know, it's funny hearing Monty doesn't pay bills talking about extra money on funds and stuff, but that's neither here nor there. Rich flex.
What
What
are we
talking about?
Rich flex.
That is, but I don't even know how we got there with what I was saying about Uber Eats.
I don't know, just having fun.
They've been pocket watching. We
do.
All day today.
I'll tell you this, though. I worked at In-N-Out for 2.5 years when I was in college. And so basically, number one, I've met Lindsay. She's super chill. She's like, here, hashtag human first. Yeah, she's chill. She goes to all the events. I'll say this. They don't have the ability to add that because have you ever seen how slammed they are already?
Yeah, that's what
Imagine
she's saying,
adding orders. So what they would have to do is actually make separate places just for online orders.
I was going to say like a separate kitchen.
But do you know why they won't, though?
Right.
But they won't because it's supposed to be fresh when they hand it to you. That's the whole point of their company. So they'll never do it. And
I agree.
I love it.
It's their whole mantra.
Did you have to wear a hairnet when you were making fries?
I had short hair back then, so no.
I'm just curious.
Hey, the managers make like $200,000.
It's insane. $250,000.
Yeah, they're a great run. They're a very well-run organization.
But Rob G is still here. I'm just saying.
That's a good
they
point,
ain't
Rob
Costco, but they're up there.
All right, what about you? You do order? You order out?
Last time I did it was in the Super Bowl, and my memory of that was just hearing Monty giggling down the hall as I'm going to get my food. So I don't do it enough. But I do love ordering on the app for stuff. Okay. Order on the app, go pick it up.
You
it's
don't
faster.
Grubhub to the crib?
Nah.
Oh, I'm keeping them in business single-handedly to Washington.
All that money you spending on that stuff.
Don't join in on that.
Ridiculous.
Did your account approve that, Kelvin?
We are Buckmark.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion.
Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys.
They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
Defending champion Rory McIlroy and Sam Burns are at the top of the leaderboard after round one of the Masters, ending 5 under par overall. Scottie Scheffler ended 2 under. In the NBA, after 3 quarters, the Raptors lead the Heat 102-90. Brandon Ingram, 36 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists for Toronto. Jalen Brunson has 16 points as the Knicks lead the Celtics at Madison Square Garden 63-55. They're early in the third quarter. Jason Tatum back in action at Madison Square Garden. He's got 10 points and 9 rebounds. The Rockets are up on the 76ers in Houston 60-45. They're halfway through the second quarter. Kevin Durant, 11 points so far. In baseball, the Mets holding on to that one-run lead over the Diamondbacks. It's the top of the 7th inning in New York. White Sox up on the Royals 1-0 after 5 innings. In the NHL, the Penguins have a 3-2 lead over the Devils. They're about 15 minutes to go in the third period. I'm Monty Bolaños.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
It is the Odd Couple, hour number 3. On a TV theme song Thursday, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. You got Fox Sports Radio locked in. Don't forget to search and check out our YouTube channel. That's right. Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Again, that's Odd Couple FSR. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up icon as well. Comment away. We appreciate it. Again, search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. Coming up in about 28 minutes, it's Foul or Fair with J.R. Gamble, and we should say Foul. MLB Bro, managing editor, and our podcast, Inside the Parker, dropped, of course, today, anywhere you get your podcast, Inside the Parker, and tomorrow the video version on YouTube drops. So we have for both people, you know, if you want to watch it.
Getting your digital up. You getting your digital up.
I'm out there trying to do what I got to do. Don't let this gray hair fool you. That's all I'm saying.
It could be black if you wanted it. Just hit up Broussard.
No, thank you.
We can go chocolate brown like him. You know, I gotta get your
I'm not
beard.
doing all that. I'm okay. I'm okay with my skin. This is
you
who
might
I am.
drop like a decade. They might be like, dang. Hey, girl, look at him, the 40-year-old.
Yeah, all right.
I dropped a couple decades for you. And by the way, we were just talking about Uber Eats and all that kind of stuff like that. There's just a report here that a woman who is an Uber Eats driver shows her feet. You know, you got to take a picture of you drop the food off. Takes her picture of her feet, Monty, every time. Says she gets higher tips. So she likes her little feetsies and her little toes are in the picture. I dropped your food off. And then they leave her tip.
But they had some.
And then I would take her off as an option to ever get food from her.
Okay, all right.
Because she's showing up right.
What do we? What? That would be like, okay, how do I never get this person again? Thank you so much.
You're not our target demo.
That's right. You don't want toe jam in her French fries.
Or Earl.
Yeah, no. That's no. There's other space for that. It's not Uber Eats.
You got a foot fetish at all, Rob?
No.
Okay.
I'm not into that.
All right. See if you was Rex Ryan in these streets. I'm
not fat and my teeth aren't that white.
No foot fetish.
And no foot fetish.
Yeah, you ain't Ryan. You ain't Rex Ryan at all.
Monty, the chiclets he's got, just brutal. I'm just.
This man is.
You know what? They bother me so much.
Listen to this.
I'm not even lying to you. I talked to my dentist about it.
He brought that up to his dentist. He literally told me this a day or two ago.
Right? I did. I was like, and I said, he's a sports fan. I said, Rex Ryan, he said, he looked at me and goes, terrible. That's a dentist. Terrible. He goes, nobody's teeth look. That's not what teeth are supposed to look like. You know what I mean? They aren't.
No, it's just the best part about me is you going through your day, sitting next to you, hearing you just nitpick. Like, what'd you just say about Kevin Durant?
Oh, I'm just saying.
That's my point. Sitting next to you is one of my favorite things. When you look at this, bro. How's he on TV? Did you see it? Hey, man. I was thinking about Rex Ryan's chicklets. Like, who's thinking about Rex Ryan, first of all?
It's worse because he'll do it when you're in the middle of like a take and
I'll
real
be going
deep about
in
something.
What the Lakers need to do.
Hey,
and he'll just point.
TV2. What is Clyde Frazier wearing?
Hey, look at that. I'll never be that old on TV.
Well, I do that to you a lot.
I know.
You see a lot of people, and I'm like,
we do have several TVs.
Sometimes we'll turn the mic off, and
yes.
like if something's going on, I'll be like,
but look at that. And I think it's some serious Monty. I'm like, yeah, wait, what? He's like, How old is he?
And I like Bob Ryan, but he looks like Dev on TV.
George Washington.
Shout out to Bob Ryan. We love Bob Ryan.
That's
Okay,
right.
I'm sorry.
All right. Shout out to speaking of love, somebody, Rob G, he wasn't feeling enough love from somebody, and that's Anthony Davis. He wasn't feeling enough love from the Lakers. He wasn't even feeling enough love from the Pelicans.
Yeah, AD, who has not been playing basketball in about a year, it feels like, making the rounds right now to promote his new television show, right? And he appeared on the Draymond Green podcast.
I never miss his new
Okay, I ain't going to lie. Though Draymond was funny when they pranked him. That was
funny.
That was funny. They got him good because Draymond went full Draymond. He was ready to beat people up.
Kick
you
him in
got
the
me
groin.
blanked up.
Yep. Choke him from behind, all that stuff.
He was about to go crazy. He thought Rudy Gobert was in there.
Facts. So he said a couple of things. One of the things he said was he wished that the Lakers would have given him some kind of heads up before they trade him to the Mavs for the Luka trade. Said, hey, I won a championship with y'all. I find out 10 minutes before it breaks. You couldn't text me. You couldn't call me before. Give me some kind of idea that my name is being tossed around. But the other thing he said, which ruffled a lot of feathers, is he talked about his exit from New Orleans. Take a listen to what AD said about how he felt disrespected when he came back into town.
Hit it.
Apparently, he said it very quietly.
Never got a tribute. Nope. Didn't get a tribute. And so like, you know how it always goes like, you know, oh, you get drafted to a team and then when you're done, it's like, damn, towards the end of the career, I might want to go back. I've always had that mindset. Like, and I told Miss Benson when I was going to her, right before the deadline to ask for a trade, I told her, look, Miss B, I want to get out of here. You know, these are the reasons, whatever. Miss B was cool. Like me and Miss B still cool to this day. And I told her, and I was like, this might not be the end though. Like, you know, later on in my career, who knows if I was to come back and we try to do something special as I'm older and a little mature, the game develop, you know, win a couple of championships, like whatever. I don't know. You know, I left that door open. And when I went back that first game and got no trip, I said, oh, that door is closed.
Yeah.
I just, these guys are crazy. Seriously. Go ahead. You could go for it.
Well, no, I was going to say, I don't. So
he is. You can't be like you wrecked their franchise and you want a tribute.
We're
like,
on the same page with that one.
Like what are you talking about? You wrecked their franchise. What tribute? You didn't want to be there. Come back, collect your money, play the damn game, and leave. What do you want from the Pelicans? For them to throw you a party?
Yes.
And throw confetti and say how great it is you came back when you walked out on us in the family. Is that what you do when your dad leaves the family? And then you bring him back with his new family? And then throw him a party. Thank you. You remember the time you were here? We loved you so much, but you walked out on us. Dude, are you kidding me? He sounds crazy. These guys are so jaded and think that they're so special and so important and that they should be honored and celebrated when they turn their back on people and wreck and ruin franchises and general managers and their careers and coaches. You know, like the damage is unbelievable what they do when this happens, which is fine. You want to move on, but now you feel like, oh, did you hear the way he said it? Oh, but there was no tribute for me. Mm-hmm. What tribute? You didn't even win anything down there. Did you win a championship?
That's my thing right there. Is the day that, which I think will be this summer, that Giannis is traded, Giannis will get one.
We got a wings bet because that ain't happening.
No, wait. We got to officially put it on. You want to officially put it on?
Yeah, officially that ain't happening.
I want something else. Let me marinate on it. I don't want wings. I want something else. Something more fun. My point with Giannis is Giannis will have earned that. He's been an MVP. He's been a finals MVP. He won a title. He was blood, sweat, and tears. So Giannis has earned that. It might be a little friction now, and he's got to leave, and they might trade him or however it works. But the minute he comes back, he's going to get a standing ovation, a tribute video, and they love him. Anthony Davis is delusional in this one in the sense that, dude, they weren't great. They barely made the playoffs. They didn't go anywhere in the playoffs. He was incredible when he was healthy. I'll give him that. But that was it. There's nothing else. There's no MVPs. There's no deep playoff runs. Not even let alone a title. There's no deep playoff runs. They didn't even have an identity. Like I always use the example, at least like the grit and grind. They had a name. You know, there's teams that at least maybe if they didn't win it, Run TMC up in the Bay Area. They didn't have a name. They didn't have a theme. They didn't have anything. What are we tributing to? Like, yes, you were really good. We wanted to keep you around. You wanted to leave. And then to add insult to injury, you did leave, and you wouldn't win a championship. So that actually adds a little burn to the fans because you did leave us and you did go win one. So I don't get the Pelicans one at all to me. Now the Lakers one, now you start to have an interesting conversation where when does a player deserve a phone call or to be forewarned of a trade? Is it an X amount of years? Is it what you mean to the organization? Because I can understand that. We're here building. We want a ring. We're trying to, get back and win another one. And you just get traded. I can understand that one feeling personal, feeling slighted. I get that because I've been a part of a winning thing to a franchise, the Lakers, who have been terrible for so long.
This is the business of it. People are too sensitive. Seriously. Like, it's the business. You know how many great players have been traded? Come on, stop it. Stop.
But I'm saying I can understand you.
What is the difference? They're going to trade you. What is the difference?
I'll tell you why.
What's the difference?
Because you've been covering this 40 years. I've been doing this 21 years. When you talk to players, they always say they know that. And to be fair, he says it in this podcast. I know the business. What his point was.
No, he doesn't know the business.
No, well, he knows trades happen, Rob. The point is, I think what bothers players is when they're sitting at home and under the ticker says Rob Parker traded. Or when they get a call from the barber, yo, man, hey, what up? You're their homeboy. You going to New York? Shams just tweeted you cannot, and it's like, wait, whoa, huh? That's what I hear the most from players. I'm talking star players, Hall of Fame players. It's not that we know the business, they say. It's that, Dad, you didn't say, hey, man.
Calling you does what? What does it do?
I'm being serious. If you put it in, I'm Kelvin Washington, I'm an all-star, I won a championship.
When they decide they want to make a change on did they call you ahead of time or did they call you in and say, okay, we're going to make a change?
No, but you're saying what happened versus what people wish would happen. If somebody called me if Scott called me and said, hey, man, you would rather say we had, another 2-3 years ago, hey, man, you guys did great stuff, man. You did things we didn't even expect.
Scott on line one.
Hey, buddy. And he says, just want to give you a heads up. Here's some of the things we're doing. We're going to be making a move. That's just respect. And I think that's where players feel slighted. It doesn't happen
all the time in business.
And I think that's where they feel slighted I'm sitting at home in a hotel room and I see it on the ticker.
It doesn't happen like most people come in and they'll just say, hey, this is it. They don't call you a week in advance or whatever. But
you're naming what happens versus why a player could be upset about. I get what happens, but I also get why they'd be upset. I put blood, sweat, and tears. I'm playing through injuries.
You got paid. We won a championship. You got paid very handsomely during the time.
And so did you, organization.
You didn't work for free. You got paid.
You can absolutely shoot me a call and say, "Hey, man,
it is what it is." And
we're hitting okay on a deal.
And then you realize, okay, like this is the nature of it. It's a cold business. They move on from people. They trade you. He's been traded enough times now that people don't want him. Like what?
Well, now, yeah, but he's talking about when he was with the Lakers. He's with the Wizards. We don't even be fair. That's like a trivia question. Where's Anthony Davis? Answer in 3 seconds. You know how many people lose that bet? But I can understand why somebody would be offended or affected because you've you've been there, you're in the community. We've gone through fire. We went through the loss of Kobe Bryant, all this stuff. You're invested. Your family's here. And then to just get a call or just to see it on the ticker or something, I can completely understand why that would be offensive.
I just think it is what it is. And sometimes they do it, which is very nice of people. And other times they don't.
And sometimes
it's not like everybody has to do that. Like they just don't. Maybe they weren't sure about the trade, if it's going to go through. Maybe they don't want to tip the guy off, right, because it might not happen. And then you have a guy who goes, oh, see, they don't want me. And then you have a problem. That's why you can't tip people off because maybe the trade doesn't go through and they're shopping me. I don't want to be here.
But you can do this. Literally this. Hello, we're trading you. I just wanted to let you know everything's, you've been great. We appreciate everything, but we're trading you. But I just wanted to hear from me. A 10-second, literal 10. Man, you know what? I can respect. I appreciate you, Bob, Steve, Mike, Keyshawn, whoever. I can appreciate that.
All right.
Rob G, you had something quickly?
Well, just based on, Rob's line of thinking there, do you believe that the Lakers would have given him more than a 10-minute notice if the trade was not for Luka Doncic?
So
Because
Great
with
question.
Luka being involved, and as soon as you find out AD's being shopped for Luka, then everybody's in on Luka, and the Lakers probably don't get him.
That's a good. I admit
this
was such a unique instance. I will give you that because even he said it. He said in the podcast, he goes, "You're going to the Mavs." He said, "What for Luka being funny? Like they would never trade Luka." And they said, "Actually, yeah, they're trading you for Luka because he didn't expect. Nobody thought on earth Luka would get traded." And then Nico called him and said, "I'm about to come get you. I always wanted you." Nico, I told you then that was the worst trade. Made no sense.
Nico was doing the Birdman hand thing.
Birdman. I told you. He said he called him. You know, I always wanted you to not actually play here. You know, I always wanted to move you to the Wizards. Kidding me.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Did Anthony Davis deserve better from the Lakers and the Pelicans? I can't believe we're asking this. I'm just really.
Some people, the Lakers, I can get more than the Pels. The Pels,
either one. We'll continue that conversation next with you. It is The Odd Couple, where we deliver insight, not noise, right here on Fox Sports Radio. And you know what you need to do? Stick and stay.
Because Rob G be pocket watching the US of A.
Heavy pocket watching. All right, so we got been telling you about it all week. Tell you a little bit about it some more. Some people have a Starbucks order depending on their mood, Rob. They have certain things they like.
That's right. Morning, coffee.
Of course,
And
right?
I was going to say something else, but that's coffee.
Well, I know what you're about to say. We really want Starbucks to stick around. Weekend, you know, some people like something a little more iced, a little more fun.
But now afternoons have a new go-to. That's right, because Starbucks has launched their new energy refreshers. They really do hit the spot in the afternoon, especially before we host our show right here on Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah, I got caught slipping today. I do got to get one. They're the Starbucks refresher flavors. Everyone already loves them, like the strawberry acai, pink drink, and dragon drink. And now they have an added boost of caffeine and B vitamins, too. So not only you get to stay up, you get to be healthy.
Plus, you can also try the new flavors like Mango Strawberry Energy Refresher or the Mango Dream Energy Drink. They're both bright, fruity, and super refreshing when the afternoon hits.
And let me tell you that we enjoy them because they taste great, as we just mentioned. Plus, they give us that much-needed energy. You know I'm up at 3-something in the morning every day.
And we mean it. That's right. Been drinking them. You saw we had it on here. If you watch us on YouTube, we saw all the drinks we had, a bunch of them in the studio the other day, and the staff had tried them. Everybody is a fan of them. And whatever flavor you like, Starbucks Energy Refreshers are exactly what you need to power through your day.
So when the afternoon slowdown kicks in today, you know how it goes. It happens to you all the time, just like it did for the both of us before we got ready for the show. Make sure you head to your nearest Starbucks and try one of the new energy refreshers.
Or order one right now on Starbucks. Hey, Kelvin.
What's that?
Go get Starbucks.
Giannis sounds like he want a culture shift in Milwaukee if he's going to stay. Now, Giannis, the will he or won't he request a trade has taken yet another turn. On the same day that ESPN does a full expose on, what's going on in Milwaukee, how unsatisfied he is with the front office, how Doc Rivers is over here saying blasphemous stuff at team meetings. Coincidentally, we'll get into that later, Giannis did a exclusive interview with the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel.
I like him already. Give the hometown
good on
people,
him.
You know what I mean? Like, seriously, that's who he should be giving an exclusive story to, not to a national outlet.
And
I'm dead serious.
While we're at it, kudos to Lori Nickel for getting the exclusive.
Yes.
We'll put the name on it.
For the local paper, right? Yes, I like that. Put
and
the name on it.
During the conversation, Lori asked Giannis if he saw a path for himself to come back and stay in Milwaukee. To Giannis's credit, answered quickly without hesitation, 100% yes. Yes. And he goes on and says later, I want to be here. I want to be with my team. I want to win here again. This is my home. I spent more years here than I did in Greece. It is my home. I want to help the community with my wife and my brothers. As long as it's great organized basketball and the team's willing to play selfless basketball, chase the same goal that's bigger than themselves, I will be here.
And I've told you time and time again, he ain't going nowhere. I've said this to you because he's a different guy. And if he really wanted out of there, and I know people have come up with, I remember, what was it, the year that they got swept by Miami, and Miami wound up going to the championship that year. What year was that? Was that in the bubble? Was that that was in the bubble, right? Because
it was the second time they went.
Right?
22.
22. Mm-hmm. Okay. And everybody, that was when everybody said that you should go to Miami. You remember that? Like, go to Miami and blah, 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 and don't stay in Milwaukee. And he signed an extension. You're dumb. You're crazy, whatever. You'll never win. Everybody pointed a finger at you. You'll never win in Milwaukee. And guess what? He wound up winning a championship.
Mm-hmm.
He's a made man. He's comfortable. He's not. I don't see him as trying to be a ring chaser. He's never going to be the greatest, considered the greatest of all. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
None of that's on the table for him. So, and they did. They've done everything that they asked him. They went and got Damian Lillard and gave up everything that they could, right, to bring him in. They did it, and they got Drew Holiday for him. Like, they've gone out and said, hey, what do you need? What are we trying to do here? And even when that conversation about going to the Knicks and all that, I don't feel that with him. I really believe, even though, maybe the outside people and maybe some tweets that people read into, if he really didn't want to be there, it just take 2 seconds. Because if you're the front office and you're the general manager, ownership, and he says, I don't want to be here anymore, that dude won you a championship. He's amazing. Like, even the people there got to respect that, and you don't want to do that to somebody who doesn't really want to be there anymore.
Well, they said it. Shams reported that they had some meeting or gentleman agreement a couple of years back where they basically said, look, if there's a point when they did his extension, in 23, I believe it was, they said, hey, look, when if it gets to the point where let us know. We'll do what's best for you. You, like you said, want us a ring. You've been great to us. So, and that happens in sports, which I think is pretty cool. But this is why, Rob, and I don't think you're wrong, but you're wrong.
Okay.
What I mean is, I think he didn't want to leave, but I think what he wants is it to be perfect. I want to have this player, this coach, this thing, these guys, these backup guys off the bench, this system. They got to work hard like me, and that's just not sports. And so what happens is, when he looks up and it's not happening the way he wants, then he starts hinting at stuff. I don't want Adrian Griffin, who was performing well as a coach. I want Doc Rivers. We'll get into that next hour, how that's been going. And now, okay, but this isn't working. I want Damian Lillard. Well, the conversation where they can't work together. Something's going on. They got a little rift there. We don't know what's up. So it seems like it keeps being something that he's not happy about, and then he hints and he says things and he insinuates things, then he pulls his hand back, right? And that's the issue I have with it. It's okay to want to leave. You've earned it because everything you just said. He is a made man. He has given it his all. He has been there so long. He has brought joy to the city. It's okay. And what happens, Rob, you know this. Anybody watching on YouTube, listening on the air, when you stay in a relationship that is starting to get a little weird, you starting to look out the door, he's looking out the door, she's looking out the door, they're looking out the door, it gets weird. It's almost become to the point where it becomes it can't fix it. And I think they've gotten to a point where their philosophies and their foundation changes. In a relationship, you can have a little few things. That's a part of life, some rough patches, any relationship. But the foundation is typically the same, right? Your morals, your beliefs, your approach. And the Bucks are showing our morals and our approach is different than what you want. Our foundation has changed. You're still wanting to play this season. You ain't playing again. So now he's ready to get some courts involved and the NBA involved because they're saying you ain't playing again. For him, that's it. For him, that is offensive. I'm healthy. I'm playing. For them, nah, bruh. We trying to get these lottery chips up, get a chance to win, a great pick, and help build this thing. And I just think ultimately it's going to be where they're going to trade him somewhere, get the best offer they can get. Apparently it was in Miami. They gave him Tyler Hero. TV theme song Thursday. You know this one. Classic. Last call on the way. Foul or fair with J.R. Gamble. This will be week one with him, right? Week one of this season. We'll do that here in a few minutes. If you missed any of today's show, you're going to want to catch the podcast. Just search The Odd Couple wherever you get your pods. And right after the show, today's will be posted. Be sure to follow us, rate it, give us 5 stars, leave a review. Greatly appreciate it. Just search The Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. And you'll find today's show, a best-of version, a full version as well, right when we get done talking all this smack. All right, 877-99 on Fox. We're talking about AD. Anthony Davis was on the Draymond Green podcast and saying how the Pelicans didn't give him a tribute video, so it's over. He thought maybe he might go there his last year or two in the league. And he was also upset that the Lakers didn't reach out when he was traded. Do players deserve that courtesy who won your rings or not? Do you deserve a tribute if you were at a certain, place for a certain amount of years? 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
Let's kick it off with Orlando in El Paso. What's up, Orlando? How are you?
Hey, guys. What's up?
Yo, yo.
Thank you for having me. Always enjoy the show. Anyways, listen, this is just more nonsense from the players. AD's in his feelings. He got paid real handsomely, really well.
Yes.
When he ran himself out of New Orleans, did the team get a heads up like, hey, you're not happy? Why do you want to get out of here?
Thank you.
No. He needs to be a professional. That's what it comes down to it. And this is why AAU has ruined basketball in America, because we're more preoccupied with empowering the damn players instead of developing.
How about this, Orlando? How about this? Did AD call the Pelicans before he signed that big deal and say, hey, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't sign me to this big deal because I don't want to be here. That didn't stop him. Did he make that call? Of course he did.
No, I doubt it. He got paid handsomely, Rob.
No doubt. All right, appreciate it.
No doubt. Appreciate it, Orlando.
Thank you.
Who next?
Andre in Massachusetts in the Commonwealth. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Dre?
How you doing? Thanks for taking the call. Yeah, to me, I feel the Pelicans, they need to roll out the red carpet for AD. He needs to get the VIP treatment, okay? When he comes through, they need to have the gift cards lined up, right, to pay for all the street clothes. Right? He needs gift cards, for Marshalls, for JCPenney, for all those street clothes he's going to be wearing while he's on the sidelines, okay, with his shades on, all right, playing 35 games. And, that's what he gets. That and nothing else. Stop it, okay? And from Anthony Davis, who it hurts my heart to say this, because he's a Chicago kid. That's the best high school basketball tradition in the country, all right? But he wasn't consistent with the Pelicans, and he hasn't been consistent his entire career. So this idea that now, and this ties into the previous conversation about the delusions people have about their awards, right? Anthony Davis is going to be talking about Hall of Fame, right, when he finishes, and how he deserves ABC, XYZ. You didn't show up for work, AD. Point, period, end of story. You get gift cards for your street clothes, nothing else. Thanks for taking the call.
Thank Dre. Appreciate
AD
it.
in the Hall of Fame, though, right? We acting like.
Yeah,
Dre might took it a little too far with that one, Dre.
Yeah, but I get his point. Like, he missed a lot of action. He did in his career. Darren in Maryland, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Darren?
Hey, what's up, Rob and Kelvin?
Yo, yo.
How are you?
Hey, I'm good, buddy. Hey, I agree with Andre. Get that mug a Target card if you want a tribute. But anyway,
hey, we ain't shopping at Target right now.
I know, right?
I feel like all those young boys, you get a tribute when you retire. If they want to bring you back after you've retired and say thank you for what you did for the city, have a Anthony Davis night or something like that, that's fine. But when you're still an opponent in the league and we got to play you a couple times every year until you retire, I'm not giving you no tribute. How do they look toward my team that, hey, I'm worshiping this guy, but you got to go out and beat his brains out tonight.
Yeah. I don't mind the tribute.
I'm against tributes.
Yeah.
When you retire, I agree with that. Or this is your last time into a city where you played, that's fine.
I don't agree with either one of you. I don't mind a tribute. I just think you should have done things that warrant a tribute. Meaning, like I said,
what's the tribute for if you're still playing?
What I'm saying, if Giannis leaves Milwaukee this summer and he comes back, his first game back, absolutely Giannis gets a tribute, and he deserves it. But Anthony Davis didn't do anything to deserve it in New Orleans. So I don't mind the tribute if you deserve it.
Fellas, but why can't you wait till they retire and bring them back and have a special?
That's what they used to do.
I'm going to answer you why.
That's what they used to do because we're in a terrible era right now.
Here's my thing, though. If you're still a competitor against me in the league and we're both trying to win, I'm not going to show you that type of respect until you retire. I'm going to show you appreciation after you retire.
Now, the only reason I push back on that, I get your sentiment, would be we don't know what happens in life. And we talk about it all the time, giving people flowers. You don't know what happens.
I ain't going with that.
We don't know what happens.
The reason. Most of the people.
We don't know. That's what they do now.
I'm not
Hey, Rob, and then the last thing I wanted to bring up is about think about when you're growing up as a kid. Your parents always used to tell you, I know you're going to do things, you get in trouble. Give me a heads up so I'm not blindsided. So that's all the players saying. Like, just let me know, okay, you trade me, that's cool. Just
Okay,
give me a heads
so
up
I'm just
not
asking you,
blindsided.
why didn't Anthony Davis call up the Pelicans ownership and give him a heads up that he don't want to be there before they gave him $200 million? Why didn't they give him
I agree with you. Hey, Rob,
No, he did not.
Go both ways. Hey, Rob, I agree with you. It goes both ways.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
it goes both ways, Rob.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
No doubt. Appreciate it, y'all.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank
File
you.
Affair with J.R. Gamble on the way. Monty Bolaños right now getting you updated on
Monty
what's
who?
trending.
Say it one more time.
Bolaños.
I think he's like nervous now.
He is,
so he's
he
like
is.
overthinking it,
Right.
but it's fine. No, it's
I don't always put a little something on it.
You do, but I do think you're a little bit because it was so bad to start.
Bolaños.
There you go. Yeah, usually,
Bolaños,
exactly.
Bolaños.
There you go. You're gonna be sleeping and you're gonna say Bolaños, and your wife's gonna be like, "Excuse me."
Then she might open her Duolingo app. Like, hold on, what did he just say? Hold on, let me look that up.
All right, guys, we've got a close one at Madison Square Garden between the Celtics and the Knicks. Boston is up right now 86-83 with a little less than 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, but Jason Tatum returning to, the scene of the crime where he got hurt. But he's having a pretty good game. He's got 18 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists. Jalen Brunson for New York, he's got 22 points. Early in the third quarter in Houston, where the Rockets are pulling away from the 76ers, 79-57 is the score. Kevin Durant, 19 points. Brandon Ingram has 38 points, and it's official. The Raptors just defeated the Heat, 128-114. Ingram also had 7 rebounds and 7 assists to go along with it. No Steph Curry for the Warriors tonight as they take on the Lakers due to injury management of his knee. That's why he's not playing. That's going to tip off in about 30 minutes at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. College hoops news, Michigan and star point guard Elliot Cadeau have agreed to a deal for him to return for his senior year. So Cadeau is back in school for one more year. So is Hannah Hidalgo. Is that Hidalgo?
Yeah.
I would assume that's how she says it. She's returning to Notre Dame.
She's nice.
She is. She's really, really good. She's returning to Notre Dame for her senior year as well. In baseball, it was a tie game, but not anymore. The Diamondbacks are now leading the Mets in New York 7-1, top of the 8th inning. White Sox holding on to that 1-0 lead over the Royals, top of the 7th inning. They also have the bases loaded right now, and they still have 2 outs to go in this one. When it comes to the Masters, round 1 is in the books. Rory McIlroy, Sam Burns at the top of the leaderboard, 5 under par overall. Scotty Scheffler ended 2 under. And in the NHL, the Penguins, the Penguins have won, clinching a spot in the playoff officially. Penguins defeated the Devils 5-2. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Monty.
Jess.
Have a great night.
You too.
Odd Couple, Rob, Kelvin on a TV theme song Thursday. And for the first time in the 2026 MLB season, we are now doing Foul Affair with J.R. Gamble.
That ball is. It was a big week in the big leagues.
Who's up? I don't believe it! My, oh my!
Is it foul or is it fair? And now, from MLBBro.com, here's J.R. Gamble.
Back like we never left, the first edition for this season, Foul or Fair with J.R. Gamble. A segment we go around the diamond, discuss all the biggest headlines in Major League Baseball. In order to do so properly, we got to bring in a guy who is single-handedly carrying MLBBro.com in the ways that Aaron Judge could never dream of.
Oh, my.
My man, your man, J.R. Gamble.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back for another year. I thought the Odd Couple couldn't get any better. Like, honestly, I thought once Chris left, it would lose something. But, Kelvin, let's go. Clap it up.
Appreciate you, brother.
The tradition alive. Rob needed somebody young that's not on Geritol, that knows what's happening.
He's sitting right next to me. He's sitting right here. Hey, Rob G.
Well, wait a minute.
Fair.
That
it's
is fair.
It's
a fair ball.
It's
No,
fair.
foul.
Everything he said.
That is a foul ball. Well, wait a minute.
Right.
But JR, while you gassing up Kelvin, do your JR impersonation.
Foul.
Yes. That was good.
I'm a woman.
Shout out to the Odd Couple, J.R. Gamble, the only show with 3 black dudes talking baseball nationally.
That's right.
I'm a woman.
There we go.
I still need the context.
All right, here we go. I got 3 baseball topics, and it's up to you guys to tell me if the topic is foul or fair because JR is the star of the segment. He has the first crack at every single one. So let's get to it. During the Dodgers series this week with the Blue Jays, several Toronto players were reportedly miffed. They were upset that Shohei Ohtani kept getting extra time between innings to transition between being a hitter and being a pitcher. Now, guys, National League pitchers have been hitters for like 160 years, so this is not new. So, JR, foul or fair to say that Ohtani is getting preferential treatment from the umps?
Fair.
It's a fair ball.
But we know Ohtani is the poster boy for baseball right now, and the league is trying its hardest to present this image of him being the greatest to ever do it, and they have to make sure he can live up to the billing. To be fair, though, baseball's never had to deal with, a full-time superstar position player being a pitcher as well. But we also can't make these concessions because he chooses to play both ways. We can't have it both ways. He should not be given any extra time to transition between bat and hitter than any other player would. Either or pitch or hit, one or the other, because the rules got to stay the same.
That's right. I say it's foul.
That is a foul ball.
He shouldn't get special treatment. Seriously, I get what he does. Whatever it is that every pitcher gets, you got to come in there, warm up, get your pitches, and get on the mound and get going. Nobody cares that you were at second base and you had to take your gloves off and all that. Get out there. Throw your gloves. Have somebody bring your glove out for you. Enough with Baby and Ohtani.
So fair. You said foul. You mean fair.
It's a fair ball.
Yeah. I got mixed up. Fair.
Look at you.
It's
Mixed
the
up
first one.
It was mixed up because it was Ohtani. Absolutely, it is foul.
That is a foul ball.
That they have issues with it. Because this is why. When you have something special and you are a league, you get special treatment. Let's just keep it a buck.
Whoa.
Michael Jordan played a gazillion years.
James in the building.
Stop it. Michael Jordan fouled out only a handful of times, right? You ain't fouling Michael Jordan out, dang it. We know what it is. It's Jordan. And if Shohei needs a little extra time, and you brought up something seriously, JR, I do think there's an adjustment period. This doesn't happen at this capacity before, so they're trying to figure this out. Like, wait, I don't know. We never had this happen all the time like this. We've had it happen a few times, not at this rate. So I think it's foul. He's doing something unique and special. Dang it, you give it a little extra time.
All right. Story number 2, foul or fair. J.R. Gamble sitting with the odd couple.
Yes,
the
sir.
Mariners, unfortunately, have been arguably the biggest disappointments of the young MLB season. Big reason why is because 3 of their stars, Cal Raleigh, Rob's MVP, Julio Rodriguez, and Josh Naylor, are all off to terribly slow starts. Now, all 3 of those guys should be mentioned, did play in the World Baseball Classic. JR, foul or fair to say that allowing all their best players to play in the WBC was a mistake by Seattle?
Foul.
That is a foul ball.
Come on, this is baseball. When teams that don't usually ever make it deep into the playoffs capture lightning in a bottle, like Seattle did, they have to actually finish the job that year, or it's not likely that they're going to keep going back and back and back. So, for instance, you won't see the Seattle Seahawks and Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl ever again. But guess what? They won when they had the chance. So why would you expect Cal Riley to have another all-time season, right? He's not that guy year in and year out. That's why people wanted to give him the MVP so bad, because they knew he wouldn't have another one. Julio Rodriguez is up and down, and Josh Naylor hasn't gotten hot yet. I don't think playing in WBC games does anything but give you more live at-bat prior to the season. I just think it's a matter of it's early in the year. I mean, we have 140-some games left, and Seattle ain't guaranteed to have the season that it had last year, fellas.
I think it's fair.
It's a fair ball.
Only from the standpoint that they're not the only ones struggling. Judge is struggling. You got to ramp up earlier than you normally do in spring training. It's a process, and that's why they don't play the WBC every year. It's every 3 years, and guys have to decide whether they want to be involved or not. There are too many guys who played in that who are struggling to start the season, and they'll warm up and they'll get it going. But I do think that we can look at that and say those guys had to ramp up too early.
Foul, man up.
That is a foul ball.
It's every 3 years. You'll be all right. If you got a slow start, they can get on a good team like the Dodgers, where you got a bunch of players, and if you're a little slow for a minute, the team can hold you down. They'll be all right. No, I think it's something cool for baseball that happens every few years, and this is, if you got a chance to do it, be a part of it.
They got something to blame it on. Whatever.
All right, last one, foul or fair. MLB managing editor J.R.
One more day to
Gamble
bring up Milli Vanilli.
here with Rob and Kelvin. JR, the Red Sox raised eyebrows last week when they announced that they will be doing a double bobblehead giveaway night to celebrate the fact that Roger Clemens struck out 20 batters twice while playing for Boston, about 10 years apart, actually.
Rocket.
Now, given that Clemens is alleged to have been on the juice during at least one of those performances, foul or fair to say that Boston is wrong for celebrating it?
Wrong?
That is a foul ball.
Look, you know you're not going to get a lot from me. Boston is right on. The geezers who think that Boston should ignore the greatest pitcher in franchise history and continue to engage in his PED fraud when there's guys in the Hall of Fame right now that use PEDs. Come on, man. If the BBWA guys like Rob Parker want to be judge and jury and select which players they allow to use PEDs and get in and which players they ignore, go right ahead. They can have that. But baseball fans, come on, they probably can't get enough of the Rocket already because to me, he's not at the park enough. He's not lauded enough. Baseball, and I'm a Mets fan, baseball has this thing where it wants to make, money and stand on the back of its giants and then just as fast try to act like the greatest players in the game's history. Doesn't exist. It's a joke. Good for Boston. Give the Rocket a statue as well, will you? Please. He deserves it.
All right, I'm going to say foul.
That is a foul ball.
And I'm staying consistent. Wow. Roger Clemens never tested positive, was never suspended by baseball. And
That's
guess
right.
what, Kelvin? Mm-hmm. All of his strikeouts and records and Cy Youngs, they all count. None of them have been taken away. So I don't have a problem with the Red Sox honoring Roger Clemens.
Foul.
That's right.
That is a foul ball.
Bud C League was loving it. MLB fans were loving it. Everybody was cashing checks for about 10 years of steroid era. So dang it, don't try to be all super Mr. Morale now. You ain't Kendrick Lamar, so dang it, it's foul. I think he should do it. And also, A-Rod is on base covering baseball in my face every day, and he actually tested positive twice and got suspended. So yes, get your bobblehead on.
And Pete Rose was getting invites to baseball events, okay? But they won't let him in the Hall of Fame. Wasn't he at an All-Star game a couple years ago, Rob? Was he there?
Yeah, we were in Cincinnati. That was the only one.
Come on, man.
And that was the one. That was the only one. All right, JR.
That's foul or fair.
All right.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you. My honor, my pleasure.
Foul, no doubt. All right.
Foul.
There you have it. First one of the year. We got last call coming up, 877-99 on Fox. You want to get in? Couldn't get in earlier? This is your chance to do so. 877-99 on Fox. It's the Odd Couple on the TV theme song Thursday, Fox Sports Radio.
It's last call time on the Odd Couple. If you had a take and couldn't get in all show, here's your chance. Your call's important to us. Call us at 877-99 on Fox. Hurry up. Rob and Kelvin got to get out of here.
Yes, there was. The Michigan Wolverines put an exclamation point on the most dominant college basketball season since 1997. They cut down the nets yesterday in a big win over UConn. They win going away there at the end. And, of course, we mentioned yesterday, a big talking point coming into the game is that Michigan is loaded with transfers. All five of their starters are transfers, but 4 of them were transfers from this past cycle. So all the new players, and they're keenly aware of the narrative around them. Take a listen to Yaxel Lendenberg after the game.
When people talk about this Michigan team, this Michigan championship team, what will they say about you guys? How will you be remembered?
Hey, man, they might still be calling us mercenaries. Hey, but we're the hardest playing team in national basketball. We're the best team in college basketball, and we want to be one of the greats ever.
Well, I mean, they absolutely proved that. They are the best team in college basketball this year. They are the best team this season. And one of, for them, they're going to be champions forever. And for somebody like me who grew up in Ann Arbor, it was awesome to see. They kind of
have the same feel, though, for
they exercise. Well, hey, I'm a little older. So, when you're 12, 13, the Fab Five is a whole different thing.
It still was a little different, though.
But that's what I'm getting to. So that's the difference. They were brought in as mercenaries. Hey, there's reports that Lunenburg was paid somewhere between $7 and $9 million what he turned down to go to Kentucky. Ding! $7 to $9 million? Let me tell you what I would be. I would be a seventh-year senior if I could mess around and make that kind of money and stick around and go to another school. But it is an amazing feeling for them. It's amazing for the school. It's amazing for people who love Michigan. But when we're having this conversation of kind of what will more enduring, more long-lasting, and that's where we talk about the Fab Five. And it's just for a couple of reasons. Number one, the Fab Five had a connection to the state of Michigan. Half of their starting lineup was from Michigan. Chris Webber, you had Jalen Rose. Down the road in Chicago was Juwan Howard. A couple other, you had Texas in there as well. That was a huge thing, right? You got the best player in all of high school, Chris Webber, stays home and goes to Michigan. So that made it a big deal, as well as one of the best players in all the country in Jalen Rose. You know this because you interviewed him, hung around him. Perry Watson was a high school at Southwestern. He was a big-time high school coach who they brought to Michigan. So there's a lot of connection to the local, to city, to Detroit. And then also, you grew with the Fab Five, right? They were freshmen. They were the Fabulous Five, these Fab Five freshmen. And then the next year, they're all sophomores. They go to a championship the first year. They go to a championship the second year. And they lose the first year. They get beat down by Duke. And then they bounce back the next year, get a championship again. You went along with that ride. You said, what could they be next year? Let's see how they'll be next year. Man, they're going to go through the bumps and bruises. They're going to grow. They're going to get better. And they did, to the tune of getting to it again. They lost again, but you did that ride with them. Chris Webber leaves. You still got 4 of them that stick around. So you felt them. Now, of course, the cultural stuff. Bringing hip-hop to a whole different level with it. The baggy shorts, the black shoes, the black socks, the bald heads, the way they were themselves, the way they, it brought up cultural conversations because some people called them hoodlums and thugs. Other people totally understand and appreciate. These are just some young black kids in America having a great time, some of the best years of their life. So those things will make you remember them and make them more memorable than this team. This team has nothing to be shamed about. This is the way the current state is. As Dusty May said, these are the rules. This is the way the game is played. They played it to the best of anybody in the country, but it won't be as memorable. And that's why it almost felt like they exercised the demons for the Fab Five, for the Trey Burke team in 2013 and that 2018 team that went to the championship as well.
I don't think they exercised anything for the Fab Five because that's a mythical. In your mind, you're still romanticizing about that era.
Yeah.
If you want to be honest, it's the most disappointing era in Michigan basketball when you really think about it. A, that they did have 2 cracks at it, right? They did not win, either one with those talented players. 3 who had significant careers in the NBA. Number 2, they didn't even win a Big Ten title. Nothing about them was winning, which is the sad part. And I think people still romanticize about everything else in the fringe stuff, which is fine, and I get that at that point. But when you look back at it, it is about winning. Like, they could have cemented themselves really as something that was special. Because even like UNLV, they got it done. They were able to win a championship. So you could say whatever you want about Tarkanian and what went on there, but they did win. You know what I mean? And I think that's the part about Michigan. And people love to romanticize about the Fab Five and all the other stuff. But when you really think about it, they leave you hollow. They leave you missing something. Yeah, it's cool to get the band back together, but they never had a number 1 hit. They're not the Beatles. They're not.
See, that's where I disagree.
No, I'm just telling. I'm giving you, like, I hear your affection for them, but they're not the Beatles. As much as you want to make it and say, oh, yeah, well, they did this and they did that. The Fab Five's more like Milli Vanilli than they are.
No, that's blasphemous. I would not let that ride. You still have a home and a barbershop in Detroit. I want you to be able to go back to Michigan. If you don't stop it. Would you like to get away? Sometimes you want to go. It's the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Been an excellent TV theme song Thursday. Shout out to J.R. Gamble. Had him. We had Mark Medina as well. Appreciate him. Rob G will have all that good stuff up on the pod. Does your afternoon need a boost? Well, try the new Starbucks Energy Refreshers. The Starbucks refreshers you love, now with an added boost of caffeine to power your day. Get your favorite flavor or try the new Mango Strawberry Energy Refresher or Mango Dream Energy Drink. Get the new energy refreshers at Starbucks today or order right now on the app.
Alex, don't forget the other song you're supposed to start using for our last break. What is that?
I would never.
What was that?
Closing
time. Who is that group? We used to use
It's
that.
closing time.
We used to use that at the old Park on the Man show. I'm just saying.
Let me get back in my bag.
Who was that?
Don't tell me.
Semisonic.
I just said don't tell me. Okay, I ain't
They
gonna lie,
make
I would
good
never go get
hamburgers, but I didn't know they made good closing songs.
that. Is this their only hit? Because I ain't heard of nothing. When you said that name, I thought you were going to say somebody I heard of.
Literally, this song has 500,000 plays. The next one has 60.
Yeah.
Like 6-0?
Yeah.
Not even 1,000, just 6-0.
You know what? That sounds familiar on YouTube.
Shut up. I knew it.
Rob.
You can't help yourself.
Rob, caution.
You know your 10, 11 friends that you have. Put all
Don't
of them
get
on the FaceTime
fired.
right now. I need to talk to them.
Okay, can we do last calls?
All right, last call.
This is the last call.
Last call time on the
I did pull out.
Yes, there you go. Thanks,
Out the
Tiger.
tournament. Out the tournament.
All right.
Out the tournament, man.
I hit it so good today. It was fun.
Noel.
Right down the fairway.
In Rhode Island.
Hey, it's Tiger.
I don't have nothing for that one.
You are.
No, I do. It was the president. He called the president.
The last caller here on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Noel?
Hi, guys. How you doing? Thanks for taking my call.
Appreciate you, my man.
I wanted just to touch base on some of these organizations. They make tributes for any and everybody and then get upset when other guys say, hey, they wanted a tribute too. Not defending Anthony Davis, but I just wanted to point that out.
No, you're right. We all like too many of them do it. Like a tribute, really? I think it should be for somebody really special if they won you a championship in
That's
your
what
city.
I'm saying. I don't mind.
It's got to be of that magnitude. But just because you got traded and you came back, you don't need anything.
Great example for me. I appreciate the call. Like, just use an example. Dwayne Wade leaves Miami. Dwayne Wade comes back first game. Dwayne Wade deserves a tribute. Like, it's Wade County. Again, Steph Curry, for whatever reasons, leaves and he comes back. I don't have to wait till Steph Curry retires and goes. No, Steph Curry deserves it. Anthony Davis in New Orleans, what in the world? What was done? He was a good player who played most of the missed a lot of games, but played most, and that was it. Made the playoffs a couple times. What are we tributing to? Now, granted, their franchise ain't been nothing since, even with Zion, but they got good food, Roger. That's about all I can think of in New Orleans.
He's the greatest player in franchise history.
Who didn't want to be there?
I know, but if you're not going to do it for him, we can do it for.
No, wait for
Antonio
somebody
Daniels.
Yeah,
well, no.
AD will get it.
Wait for somebody
well,
else.
Dale Curry got a night with the Hornets. Yeah. He's Mr. Hornet. And you can name better players, but, you know.
Boogie Cousins. He was there for like a year.
Man, that was a lot to deal with. Them two, if they stay healthy and stayed together.
Drew Holiday going to get one. He was there for like 2 years.
C.J. McCollum.
C.J. McCollum. You ruined the NBA.
Rob would lose his mind if C.J. McCollum had a jersey night.
Oh, please. Your
head would actually
I'm
explode.
over it, you know.
Oh, my gosh. Look at the score of this Knick game.
Would you get plus 5.5?
Plus 4, I think it was.
Oh, gosh. Not 4. You didn't get 4.5, did you, Rob?
I think it was 3.5 or 4.5. You're about to
Let's text Lamar Mitchell. Tell him to change your bet. Tell me you wanted the hook.
I'm a little here. I'm a little bothered.
Look, he is.
They're going to do this to me tonight. Why are they going to do this to me?
Off air, he keeps bringing it up. Man, look, see, this is what I'm talking about. See,
no.
What is it?
Celtics plus 5.5.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
We back. City boys, we up.
Yeah.
So the only thing you got to hope is that they hit a bucket, because if they don't and they foul, that's going to be the thing. By the way, so for those
No.
watching,
The Knicks aren't going to put up any more. If they miss
no, because if the Celtics miss, they're going to foul them. If they miss, because they're going to do it within like 10 seconds, so they're still going to think they're in it.
But they're still they're 2 3-pointers from winning the game. They're only down by 5.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So if I miss a shot on the Celtics, I'm going to foul you to hope that you and then you might make it.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?